And welcome back to A History of the Forgotten Realms. Hey, thanks for chilling out on our break week. Thanks for already being here, Trash Panda. That's sick. Yeah, let's see. What do I have to welcome you back with? Birthday Shenanery was awesome. Kelly's cat also had a birthday over the break week, so that was super cool. I got really sick for the last few days, but we're okay now, so that's better. And, okay, full disclosure, we were supposed to launch the Patreon on the 25th, and then I got into making a Bios of the Realms sheet so that every time I mention a name, you guys can have something to reference, and then I realized that I had a campaign and a half of references to make, and therefore a campaign and a half of research to do to explain to you things that I already know in a way that makes sense, and now I'm gonna try to launch the Patreon on Friday. It's up, like, it's there to utilize and, like, be in. But the information will be up sometime between now and Friday. I'm gonna work on a bunch of it after the stream tonight. I am so sorry. But also, hey, the Patreon's up! I think there's a link for that in our information. Does somebody want to check that for me? Thank you. Otherwise, we don't have any new emotes this week. We're at 73 followers and 13 subscribers. That's super cool. I'm trying not to swear in the first 15 minutes, so we're gonna see how that goes. Yeah. Oh, Dorktales just went live. I don't know that I have any other. Oh, Megan is not with us tonight, but Megan has left me with explicit instructions on how she would like her character handled. So Megan is with us in spirit because she's currently in rural somewhere with absolutely zero internet signal. That being said, they can't hear you. That being said, well, oh, you're telling me. I thought I was just gonna let you talk. I was just gonna bring you in. Oh, perfect. So if you hit the links tab in our about section, it'll take you to the bio.link, and it is in there, and it is up and running. Trash Panda, that little Stitchum is so cute, but I am so angry at Disney right now. My anger aside, say hello, adventurers.
I almost timed that so badly.
What did you say?
Terrible. Hello.
Almost terrible.
Oh
Wow.
No. I won't get into it on stream, especially the first 5 minutes of it. It's
It's rough.
yeah, I have feelings. I have feelings about it.
But plea clean drag, number 1.
Number 2, give people the accents they're supposed to have. Number 3, where is Captain Gantu?
And number 4,
Where is he?
what
Yeah,
is that
I heard
ending?
about that.
Yeah, it's just it tried to capture the spirit, but corporate greed.
Did
we're gonna cash in on.
Is Cobra Bubbles not in it anymore?
No, he's in it. I thought he was.
Okay, Bubbles is Gantu's.
He's played.
Okay.
Bubbles is played by Mahershala. I remember that part.
Okay.
Correct.
Because I was just like, that's a good casting.
How tall is Mahershala Ali? Because when I
Pretty
picture
tall.
Cobra Bubbles, I picture like Roosevelt height man, Michael Clark Duncan sized man.
Yeah, I picture giant man.
The guy
Yeah.
who played Kingpin in the first Daredevil movie. The one with Jennifer Garner.
Oh my god!
I think
oh
that's
no!
what
wait,
a
wait.
Google
they gotta
That
do.
movie.
Daredevil
I thought you were
movie
talking
plus
about-
Kingpin.
I thought you were talking about Vincent D'Onofrio, and I was like, okay.
No, I'm
There's a
thinking
white
of the
guy,
one where they
we're not
play.
doing that to Bubbles.
I'm talking
I was
about
like-
the one where they play "Bring Me to Life" in the Jennifer
Ben,
Garner
the Ben Affleck,
training scene.
yes.
That was so. It was so surreal to watch that for the first time ever and just see. And I was just like, "Excuse me."
Up inside.
Oh god, I thought I had escaped Amy Lee. I thought I was done with that in my life.
Hey man.
Nope. She's back with a vengeance.
Oh, she can be back all she wants.
Okay.
Just
What's
not
wrong with
around
Amy
me.
Lee? Oh,
Well, she
I-
did this. She did a song for the Dead or Alive. What is it? The Dead or Alive anime on Netflix.
I'm sorry, they made it. What?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna leave that one there.
Yeah.
I'm just.
Here we go. That's where I was. Boink. Have everything up. Have notes. Am recording. Yes. Correct.
Hey!
No.
Article is switched over.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
We're professionals, we
We're
swear.
professionals. And no, for the record, there's nothing wrong with Amy Lee. I just, because I was spooky and female shaped as a child and happened to be a singer, I got really, oh my god, you're like a little Amy Lee. Oh my god, you're totally like a boot up my ass. Damn it. There goes
that seems unfair to
We're at
Amy
12
Lee.
minutes. Oh, it's not unfair to Amy
Eh.
Lee. Amy Lee is excellent. Comparing me to Amy Lee is
Amazing.
very old.
Okay.
Very over that one. Syrinscape is what I'm missing.
Oh yeah.
I was like, man,
I have it open.
it's quiet. Oh no, I have it open. It's just not. I don't have anything running that wasn't from
It's
last
just
session.
spooky wind.
Oh yeah, I have rain
Is it just
or
spooky
wind or
wind?
something. Yeah.
Just spooky wind.
It's like
Just a sign that says spooky mini golf.
Go ahead. Take a
Spooky mini
spooky
golf.
dookie.
Come with me to spooky mini golf. I swear it's great.
Wait, what's spooky mini?
we'll have fun spooky
It's a long
times.
story. Oh.
Oh, it is just spooky wind.
You ever
That's
see
what
the
it's saying.
image? Where it's like it's a skull-shaped toilet and then a skull-shaped urinal, and then
Mhm.
it's like,
Yeah, and I
would
hate
you
the phrase
rather?
that goes along with it because it's disgusting. And we don't need to talk about human bodily functions here.
That's fair.
Thank you.
This is not one of those places.
No, it just I listen. Blood, gore, muscles, car wrecks, stitches, fine, totally okay. Regular human body functions? No, I cannot do it. I'm so sorry. Work. Yeah, there we
There
go.
it is. Yay.
Is this I don't know what we're doing.
Oh,
Jazz
I'm
hands.
waving my magic
Spooky dance.
Sirenscape to get it to function.
Audio.
Because the problem is, Sirenscape works great. I am not machine compatible.
Can you hear me?
There's a
Okay,
cross-platform
that might happen a lot.
issue.
I can
Cool.
hear you.
I might lose audio.
Oh, let me put my.
Long story. I might have to replace something.
Okay. Welcome back to the frozen tundra. When last I left you all off, you were standing in the dark chill of night, outside of a glowing cave in the side of one of the frosty mountains. You are here with Hanger, his brother, and a detachment of warriors from the tribe of the Elk, one of the Ragged tribes. It would seem that some people have been taken, and you have all volunteered to come and get them. As you stand out here, bringing all of your mounts together, getting all of your supplies, and readying yourselves for what may await you, you notice there's a word, and I'm trying not to stutter, and I need to find a different word. Passively. That one of your traveling companions has gone very quiet. She stands stock still, eyes wide, sweating even in the icy cold. And she seems to be trying to catch her breath.
I'll pipe up immediately. Just, Imre?
Huh?
You okay?
I, I, this, I'm all about saving people, and you know, I want to help people. That's what I do. That's my whole thing. Is I'm supposed to help people, and I think I'm just feeling a little overwhelmed, and something about having to save more people in that cave. I don't know. I don't.
It's okay. Stay back here. We'll keep a couple of oh my god, what's his brother's name? Damn it.
Starts with an F. It's Fulnor.
Fulnor.
Fulnor. Thank you. I'll have a couple of Fulnors men stay back here as well. Guard everything.
I don't want to let people down. I'm not supposed to let people down. I just what if she's in there? What if I can't help? What if my mind's not strong enough?
You're not letting anybody down. Last night was pretty harrowing for everybody, but you especially. Okay?
We made it through, and you're here with us now.
What can I do from out here?
Are you good with?
Make sure we don't get attacked from the back. Make sure we don't get ambushed or anything. Guard everything.
What's the word? Triage? Is
Entry.
that what I'm thinking of? Yeah.
Does anyone else have a bow?
I mean, I've got a blade that I can throw.
I've got a cross bow, but not a bow.
I just have a whip and an axe.
Chuti, we can do it.
Send you with one of my arrows, but if you guys are sure.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Okay. And she kind of just gets back up on her mount and just like kind of curls up with her new friend and starts speaking to him and just seemingly trying to have any conversation to keep her mind off of everything.
Zipporah's going to reach down and unfasten the little cord from that she took back way back, and she's gonna hand it to Imre and just be like, "Hold on to this for me."
She goes, "Is this the doorbell?"
No, it's my bell. I mean, it was a doorbell, but who's asking?
Thank you. And yes, Jingle Pope, it is a dragon. That is Fredward. He is taking Megan's spot while she is away.
The Jingle Pope.
She takes your belt, the doorbell rope, and she ties it like a little tie around her mount. So he's got a cute little rope tie. Now he got a little bow. Hanger comes up and goes, "Okay. I don't entirely know what's in there, nor does my highly trained expert of a brother. All I know is that we have 13 hostages, and who knows what else. I'm not exactly comfortable going into caves. It's not great, but we're gonna figure it out." and we'll get through this. Does anyone need anything from me?
I think we're good. Best to probably not Leroy Jenkins our way through there, I'm assuming.
Yes, that would be quite terrible.
I don't know a Leroy Jenkins, but I'm going to assume that that's a bad thing. So, from context...
Very, very ill-timed. Very ill-timed.
Let me pull up his sheet. Move my iPad. Yes, Forgotten Realism. Not Forgotten Realms, Forgotten Realism.
Me too. I forget realism all the time.
Wish I could.
Eat enough.
More of a forgotten cubism kind of guy.
I myself
Forgotten
am more like
impressionism
Forgotten
sometimes.
Abstractism.
Wait, would that
Here we
mean
go.
I'm forgotten surrealism?
Ow. I'm okay, my hip locked up. There we go. I needed to see his spells and his equipment list. Alright. What would you like to do?
Since I'm probably the sneakiest one here, I am... I don't have time to make a ghillie snoot. Making one out of snow usually doesn't work well.
We want to use the
Yeah,
buddy
kind of just
system?
falls through the patchwork there.
I'll do what I can to sneak my way towards the cave in a way that keeps me out of sight of any guards, so I can try to get an idea of what we're looking at.
Okay.
I will
Hopefully we can at
join
least-
him.
Can I join to see if there's any kind of readings on the wall as to this cave before we delve into it?
I was gonna say,
Is there anything on the cave wall that would tell us what we're getting into?
No, this cave does not have a sign of occupancy or any other kind of runic protections that you can detect. It seems to just
brute
be
force
a
then.
I
Go
pictured
do your thing.
I pictured like a motel sign that said no vacancy.
I was
We'll
like,
keep the light
room
on for
here,
you.
room here, room
I've
here.
been picturing an ice
Nothing.
hole. An
It's
ice
just
hole
a
in the
dark
wall.
ass cave. Good luck.
Just like,
So, to clarify, there's nothing I can discern from this cave. There's no writings on the wall. We're just going into a dark chasm.
We're not inside yet.
We're not
I'm
inside,
just
we're
scoping
outside.
on the out. Yeah.
Roll
But there's
for
something on the
academia.
outside of it.
Roll a d20 and add your intelligence modifier. And tell me what you
And
get.
your proficiency.
And your proficiency.
I'm back.
You said it to me?
Yes.
Sorry, a 20 for what? Intelligence?
Academia, the stat that I created for you. So it's going to be a d20 plus your intelligence modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
So I have a 6. Intelligence is +2. What was the other one?
Proficiency.
Your proficiency bonus.
I don't know where that is.
It'll
should
be
have its
2
own little
at your
box.
level.
Oh, plus
It
2.
should be 2.
Okay, yeah, so +2.
So a 10. Okay.
Snow's making it hard for you to think.
You're familiar with the Ragged Glacier and of this whole area, in fact. To the best of your knowledge, a couple of things happened out here. There was the slaying of the dragon Icing Death in the 1350s by the companions of the Hall and legendary adventurer Drizduwarden. There was also a lich that set up his base out here that attempted to wrest control of all of Icewind Dale, and a death of a very, very large, I want to say, orc or giant of some kind. That the interesting part to you is not what kind of creature he was. There was a very large creature that tried to also take control of the realm that is now buried underneath the rubble of an obelisk that you know is probably what they're talking about as black ice. And he's been entombed atop ruins that he sought to defile in order to make his own palace when he was smited by the gods for doing so. But that's about all you know of this area. It's just kind of like a general history.
It's like a primer of the area.
Yeah, so we have black ice involved. All right.
Did you roll stealth to sneak up and kind of check things out, or are you just kind of rolling up nice and slow?
I had not yet. I was waiting for you to tell me what you wanted me to roll, but that is a natural 20.
Okay, everyone else that's following them, roll for group stealth here. We're gonna coalesce all your scores and kind of see where it is.
And add a +6 to mine.
I got a soft 20.
Okay.
Stealth.
Got a limp 20.
Ew.
19.
Ew.
You're welcome.
Why'd you have to say it like that?
I think that's a
As opposed to my firm
that's a
erect
19
20.
too.
Okay, so you average about...
I exist to curse my friends.
I think I missed that, but
Good. If they say it again, I'm lowering your group stealth score.
cool.
That's fair. That'd be fair.
Okay, so you guys are all very sneaky as a group right now. You're all just kind of creeping up to the side of this cave. And I will say that you make it right up on there. You guys are at the entrance of the cave, kind of peering around. Oh, you broke Trash Panda.
Yeah, it happens. So, anything I can glean from anything going on?
Oh, go ahead and roll perception for that.
Oh, okay, sorry. You said I broke Trash Panda. I did not catch the other one. So, is 16.
16. You make out voices. There's a group of people inside. You can't discern what they're saying. One voice is louder than the others. The cadence to you says somebody is giving orders or information of some sort to a group. You can tell that there's a fairly large number of them. But other than that, not a whole lot of information. And they do sound like they're a little deeper in the cave. Like you've got some distance from them. You can't see them, particularly from where you are.
Okay.
Do they know we're here?
Seemingly not yet.
And we'll, I'm gonna look at everyone. I guess we'll march forward and keep it quiet and slow.
As you work your way forward, the voices become clearer. They go from obscurity to, "You there! Stop what you're doing! Do you think you're going to escape? Absolutely not. You're gonna sit right there where I put you. What? No, we're not here to have a snowball fight. What in hells do you think you're doing? No. Get back to guard work. Go look out or something. Yes, I'm aware we're in the middle of a glacier. Do I look like I care? No. Go back to doing something. Anything. For the love of gods, please. Anything." And the closer you get, you begin to hear other voices. You begin to hear what sound like guards murmuring. You begin to hear what you assume to be some of your captives. But what sticks out to you, and what absolutely sets fire to your last nerve, you hear the voices of 2 children.
Okay.
Footsteps begin to approach you, crunching their way through the snow around a dog-legged corner. They get closer and closer, and they stop.
I'm gonna. I'll find the nearest place I could duck into a corner or behind a rock or anything.
This is a fairly open ice hallway, but you guys are pretty stealthy, so we'll say you guys are kind of like snuggled into the crevices of ice.
Okay.
As the footsteps start to go the other way. Boss! What? How long do you think she's gonna keep us waiting out here? I mean, we're gonna be out here all night? What if we're here for days? What are we supposed to do? Just wait around? She's only got one guy. What are we even doing here? Your job is not to ask questions. Your job is to follow orders. And whatever the mistress wants, the mistress gets. Besides, if you keep complaining, you'll probably be the next body she pulls in there. So I don't know that I would push it if I were you. And the footsteps begin to pace another direction. You hear the soft crunching of the snow.
Can I wait to see if it's a patrol pattern?
Sure, we'll say that you wait it out, and it does seem that this guy is kind of wandering in a bit of a Y shape. He's coming down towards you. He's going back. He's going somewhere else. He's coming back towards you.
How close is he, and how visible does it seem he is to anyone else in when he gets nearest to us? Does it seem like he kind of comes like out of sight of everyone else as he comes as closest point towards us?
Hanger is crouched down next to you, hand in the snow, seemingly listening. You notice he hasn't been engaging much with what you're saying. And after a time, he goes, 5 guards and someone else. Those are our hostages. He wanders away and he comes back. He's just around that corner. He's not far. We could pull him if we tried hard enough. I can't guarantee who would see or what the consequences. But if you're looking to nab someone, he's your guy.
Okay. I'm gonna unpack how you did that later. That's impressive. I need to learn that. That's useful.
Rangers exist in all environments. What can I say?
That said,
I didn't even know
I'm
he
gonna-
was a ranger.
Nobody asked.
that said,
That is true.
I mean, it's not like we go walk around going around to NPCs. Be
Like,
like,
what
hey,
is your
Are you? What
class?
class are you? What class are you? What class are you?
What would you say you do here?
And
Um,
what's your specialty? Traumatized citizen?
What's Fulnir's what's Fulnir's specialty?
dick
You
bag.
assume driving away women, looking at himself in a mirror, and eating anything that once had legs.
Is it every campaign's requirement to have like one character who was a designated dickball Baggins?
Yes.
Did you see Dickball
least
Baggins?
Dickball Baggins.
Dickball Baggins.
Bilbo Dickbag.
Megan's gonna hate watching that.
Oh,
Jack.
your mic cut out.
Oh, my mic didn't
I
cut
didn't-
out. I was saying it to
Oh,
myself.
you just.
It's like,
Oh. If you're gonna go with the Bilbo instead, it's Bilbo Dildo.
God.
Oh.
Anyway, I'm gonna
Where
nap
the
that guy as soon as he gets as closest to me. I'm going to dart around the corner as soon as he's closest, but turned away from us. I'm gonna dart and hand over the mouth and yank him back.
roll to see if you can successfully grapple him.
Grapile.
What do you want me to add? Dex, strength, athletics, acrobatics.
Can I help? Can I help?
Dex. Sure.
Dex, okay.
Can I help by like trying to like if Driz is like, let's say here, Zipporah's like kind of essentially attempting to bring him over by using prestidigitation to make small sparks on the ice. Like, oh, what's this weird sparkly thing on the
you're making
ice?
like a trail of sparks
Yeah, like
to get him around the corner.
Not even like no, like not even like a trail. Like just like oh, what's that coming out of the corner of my eye? I should
Like a
go
glimmer
check
kind of
that
thing?
out. Make sure nobody's. Oh, and yeah, like the dollar and the
Yeah,
and
the
the
dollar
fish
and the fishing
Yeah.
pole.
Oh,
yeah.
almost got you.
23.
Okay, so yeah. Okay, so as you hear the crunching of his footsteps get closer, you hear almost that like video game perfect huh? As he spots your prestidigitation, as he spots these little sparkles out of the corner of his eye, and he turns. He's like, who's out there? I must be losing my mind. And he takes a couple of steps as you start to see his arm and his axe come around the corner. And as he does, Driz, you reach out with one of your hands and you just
Cool. Blade, throat, done.
roll to attack with advantage?
Wait, oh. I thought we were gonna question him. I didn't think we were slitting his
I was
throat.
gonna say, it's like, oh, I can just come in and just fucking, I have a bigger axe.
I have a bigger
No,
axe.
okay. They have hostages.
Okay,
I'm gonna
fair.
gank him.
Yeah.
I'm going to gank this guy quickly so he can't call for help. And now there's one less of them. So where there were 5, now there's 4. So with advantage, it's a nat 20.
You
Jeez.
pull him down, and before any of you can blink, you just hear and this guy is now just dead, bleeding out into the snow. Zipporah, for you, this is a lot. And you're kind of glad that Imre isn't here to see it.
Mm-hmm.
This is alarming. You didn't know that people had this much blood. and the vibrant red on the snow is so much more than you thought that it would be. You were pretty sure that you were prepared to watch other creatures die, but it's a little bit different when they're,
Mhm.
you know, like imps or beings made of fire or, you know, things that you don't necessarily have to see. But confronted with this, I'm gonna need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh no.
This
Oh,
is
no.
your first truly dead body.
Come on, guys. Why are we? We got a nat one.
No.
As you
Oh.
see this, you just immediately and you completely lose your stomach. And not that there was
No.
too much in it to begin with, but you are woozy and you are just, your mouth is pouring spit and you're crying and your nose is running. This is so terrible. This is a horrible feeling.
I kneel down next to her and it's not gonna get any easier. It's gonna be a lot.
I'm going to keep an ear out, though, to make sure no one else is now coming this way.
I'm debating on doing something based on Doc's response. I won't.
You absolutely can.
Zipporah's gonna just take is there there's snow on the ground, right?
The whole ground is ice and snow, yes.
Yeah, cool. Zipporah's just gonna just shuffle, like kick some snow with her foot, and then attempt to try and bury it, and reach and dig through all her pockets, even her hat, to just try to find a handkerchief to try and just pull herself together.
We'll say as you're digging through all your pockets, you somewhat muscle memory reach into your sleeve and just start pulling out handkerchief after handkerchief to wipe your face.
Yeah.
It is comically sad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna need you to roll a d20 for me. Make your own individual stealth check to make sure you don't blow the stealth of the whole group.
Well, too late. 5.
16.
As you puke and you're trying to shuffle yourself together, you're not really paying attention to be quiet. And Trizd and Hanger hear from further down the hall. Where did Gerald go? No, go find him. I thought I heard something. Probably drank too much, but go find him. And you hear the crunching of footsteps as they get closer and closer and closer.
I'm going to hide and try to do it again.
And I will assist with this.
And I'm going to point to Hanger to do the same.
How would you like to assist in this, Doc?
The
Jingle has returned and I am fresh on the power of Taco Bell. Nice. Welcome back, Jingle Pope.
Nice.
Get
some nuggies.
I'm gonna see if I could. If I see the foot, I'm gonna yank his feet.
You're gonna use the kerchief line. You're gonna close fit him with a kerchief, the handkerchief line, or is that what that's called? Clothesline.
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 Yeah.
I'm going to say you ask Hanger for help, And he's kind of like, and he just goes, shh, as icy wind pours from his lips. He's going to cast Pass Without Trace.
Mm.
And as this poor son of a bitch comes around the corner, you see a foot. And, roll to grapple for me, Doc.
Ooh, that'll be a 19.
Okay, and Driz, roll again.
22 this time.
Perfect. Between the average of your rolls, you just barely beat him. And as his foot comes around the corner, you just see Doc reach his meaty gloved little hands out and go, yoink! As this dude it kind of hits the ground and he just like, but you guys are covered by Pass Without Trace, so you hear nothing from around the corner.
So, and it's just the one guy. There's only one guy that came around.
Yeah, only one dude came around. He's just laying on the snow.
Cool. Gonna go for the throat again.
Yeah, I just
attack
as
with
you
advantage.
land,
Oh, Trash Panda, that's so cute. I don't know what he is, but he's playing bongos.
He's dead.
well, I got
It's
a
20.
I got a 22. So can we strike them together? Like,
yeah, this one, Zipporah, this one is so much worse. You thought that the first one was bad, and you're already just like, and then Doc yanks this guy by the ankles as Driz goes, and you hear, and you just start to hear the sputtering of blood coming out of a throat involuntarily, and the gasping for noises. As Doc, then, what do you do?
so I follow with that dagger that I got and just straight into the forehead.
Go.
As he goes straight into the forehead, you hear an unholy
Jesus.
crack. As you watch this guy actually, like, goes a little dizzy before his eyes go back into his head. And he
Got him right in the coat.
This one,
Right in the coat pot.
this one is so much worse. But you've already seen one. You're just like, oh god, oh no. Roll a con saving throw with advantage.
Okay. Okay, that's an 18.
So this one you're like, can we not do that again?
Zipporah is going to look to Roosevelt, hand her hat to Roosevelt,
Don't puke in the hat.
and it's just gonna be like,
Don't puke in the hat.
you're gonna look nice in this. And she's gonna choop into the hat.
Okay. Zipporah's in the hat.
Yo, you know you're muted, right?
You're muted, Kelly.
Kelly, you're muted.
Sorry about that.
I think you did it on purpose. I saw you speak, and I was like, "Oh."
What?
Well, okay, it's a person in a hat on my head.
It just weighs like a hat. It feels like a hat.
I look up at the 7 foot tall cat person with a purple top hat.
I think her top hat's just black.
Okay.
I was assumed it was like a blue-black, but...
Have you not? Oh, wait. I just remembered. I'm so sorry, Stu. But it's black
Womp womp,
with
colorblind.
It's black with a blue blue band around it.
Like, well, I mean, this is a vibe. I like it. I like it a lot.
I mean, it's not exactly my style, but let's see what I can do with it. We're
We
trying
just
to get
need to
after.
We just need to get you like a coat with some tails in the back, and you're solid. You're solid. You're good. Great.
Be quiet.
We're gonna say that you're gonna be nauseous for the next D6 rounds, so... Or we'll go D6 minutes, probably. Since you're not in combat.
When you say me, you mean Roosevelt.
No, Zipporah.
You have to spend a minimum of 3 minutes in that hat. I will let you know when your time is up. Zipporah's in the hat. There are 2 dead bodies in the snow.
And I'm gonna look to Hanger and ask
At least
how
I'll
close the
pass
next
all my
guys are.
stealth checks from now on.
I start kicking snow over the bodies to kind of like camouflage them a little bit.
Goes,
There might be something I can ascertain from these bodies. Shall we inspect them?
you certainly can.
By all means.
I mean, how do they die? Like, why?
We put them
You saw how they died. Go ahead and roll
Very
an
brutal. Well,
I mean-
investigation check for me.
What do you mean? How did they die?
I mean, there's manner and there's cause of death. Those are technically 2 different things.
Accentuation on both.
So I'm
Take the
rolling
knife
a
to the
d20 for what
forehead.
exactly? I'm sorry.
Investigation. I saw the cover go down and
I
it
see
still
it.
went blue for a minute and my brain just twitched.
14.
14.
It's-
As you're looking at them,
It's hat point of view.
as you're kind of doing a light investigation of these bodies, you notice, kind of based on what you've seen of Hanger's attire and the attire of his tribe, that this is distinct, and you see much more ursine markings. If you had to piece it together, you suspect that these are members of the rival tribe that you were told about, the tribe of the bear, that was once part of this harmonious grouping of ragged tribes out here on the glacier, and is now seemingly having a very big problem with worship of Arl and corruption.
I was gonna say they're having a problem with like a lot of people are dying in that tribe recently, like really suddenly.
Yeah, there's surely an
And
influx
violently.
of sudden deaths.
Holes in throats are a popular cause of death in this region.
Popular cause of death. Popular, not common.
I
Popular.
mean,
Am I wrong?
you just said
You're not.
holes and cause of death. There's at least a solid 10% of the internet who just slithered out from around a corner.
Yeah. Don't
Well,
look up r/ all the way through.
But okay, I guess maybe the better question is, what does the cause to tell me about what's going on here? Like, how do we proceed?
It would seem that these tribesmen have been put in charge of guarding hostages from the tribe you are currently traveling with, and that it seems that they are feeding them to the Frost Maiden, the same psychotic goddess that tried to take over your friend's mind last night. Oh, you also discern from information priorly given to you that there were 5, and now, by simple deduction, there are, in fact, 3 and 1 other dude.
Well, I was saying how close they were. How close the other 3 guys are.
The other 3 guys, Hanger's kind of, now that I've answered some questions, Hanger's sitting there and he's listening. And you watch him kind of poke his head around a corner. And he leans back and he goes, I'm going to be brutally honest with you here. I don't think those guys know that they're dead. I don't know that they care. There's a whole hallway. I stuck my head around. There's a whole hallway down here. So here's us. There is a whole hallway this way. And then there's a room at the end of it. They're all in this room.
Okay.
I say we sneak up to that room and have ourselves a little party.
Yeah, it looks like if you guys so chose, you could sneak your way up. Zipporah, you're free to come back whenever you wish. You do not feel like you have to come back. You can take all the time in the hat you need. In fact, as you dive your way into the hat, the first thing you hear is, oh, Lord, grandbaby, oh, okay, water. And Pop summons you a big glass of water. It even has bubbles. And he just,
Water.
slow down, grandbaby. Are you okay? I know, bodies can be a lot. Personally, I find them disgusting, which is why I am happy to say I do not have the condition of body most times. I quite like being in here. What can I do for you? What can I get for you? Do you just need to sit? Do you just need have some water?
I think I'm just gonna sit for now and just let it settle.
Okay.
I think if I put anything back, I think if I put anything back in too fast, it might just come back up again. And I'm gonna wait till they're done with a little through the head. I mean, I felt like that was a little much. I hear my refrigerator going off.
As you're talking, he kind of manifests a stack of handkerchiefs and just kind of like sets them down on your little knee and is like, okay. The rest of you, as you come around this corner, there is plenty of cargo to hide behind, should you wish. Bonus points if they're gluten-free and dino-shaped.
It's with the chat.
Am I missing something?
It was in the chat.
For fuck's sake.
You're good. You're so good.
They're talking about chicky nuggies and dino nuggies.
I don't even have that. Fuck.
The Twitch chat.
Oh, fuck, I'm not on Twitch.
As you guys come around the corner and creep up down the hallway, as I try to change the music, you see 12 hostages There are, in fact, 3 guards. And seemingly their leader, he is certainly dressed like someone who thinks highly of himself. And as you creep your way up, you hear, Bajami, you'll call me sir. Bajami, sir. What are we doing? We are not doing shit. You are standing here on guard with the prisoners. I, however, am going to sit right here where I am and have a warm drink, because my job is supervising you all. Not that that's going terribly well, considering it would appear 2 of you have snuck off to use the little boy's room, or have a nip of a drink, or grab dinner, see a show. But your job is to stop picking your nose. You see one of the other guards go, and watch these hostages while we wait for the lady. Mining for gold, indeed, yes. You're muted,
Your mic, buddy.
Yeah, I just saw that. The guy that's in the chair.
Yeah.
How far is he away from where we're at? Like, how we see him around the corner?
So,
like, what's our position?
If this is the hallway that you're in, there is a circular room at the end of it. Off to this side where my pinky is, you can see a doorway. And over here, by the crick of my left thumb and forefinger, sits the man they call Bajami. Large, broad, decked head to toe in furs and leathers, the gold pendant hanging around his neck. A dark-skinned man with a stoic face and a booming voice. He sits about right here on top of a chair made out of crates. So he's about 30 feet? Because you guys are right here behind some cargo.
Okay. And are the other guards, are they facing our direction or are they facing away? Are they facing our direction or are they facing away?
One is standing just in front of the cargo, facing the opposite side of the room. Across from him, another stands, the one that was picking his nose. Kind of not really looking anywhere, just bored to tears. And a third is off to your right, across from Bajami, at the other end of the circular room. And he's just kind of been pacing at an angle across that doorway.
I lean over to Drith and Hanger and whisper to them. We each pick one and hit him at the same time.
We have 4 people we're looking at then, yeah?
3? 4, yeah.
We say go after them. I mean, you just want to attack them. You don't want to just like probe for information.
Well, we're here to save the
hostages, but we can try to leave one alive.
Yeah, let's look everybody this time.
Here.
Do you want to leave the boss man alive, or do we?
Hanger turns and quietly goes, I've got a little something. It'll only cover about 3/4 of the room, so you gotta tell me where to aim it. But I can do something.
I don't know if I want to have him do something before we talk to everybody.
What is that? Something you can pull off?
I may be able to summon an ice storm wherever I please, but it only covers like 30 feet, 20 feet. It's not very big, but it'll keep people from moving, and if they try to run across it and they're not prepared, they will slip on all that ice, and if they don't slip on all that ice, they're gonna get hit by ice spikes. It's not friendly, but it is useful.
As long as,
I've never,
as long as you
I've
don't
never
hit any of the hostages
had to
with
use
it.
before.
I look at the area and kind of see which would be the best spot for him to place it to where it'll get the most effect of incapacitated guards.
He goes, okay, maybe not the best idea. I can't guarantee that it won't hit a hostage. It's a little unpredictable. Ice knife? You got one that you want me to just... I have
Any of
that.
the random guards.
Tell me which one. I'm happy to help. I feel a little bit useless just being like, ooh, we can pass without a trace.
No, stealth is good. It'll give us the element of surprise.
Can't say element of surprise without me seeing a little elemental square that just says, ah!
Surprise! Exclamation point.
Periodic
It's
table of elements.
Yeah. It's an old thinking.
Uh-huh.
I totally thought you were going in a different direction, and I thought you were about to make a joke about Zipporah.
No, just dumb old internet meme. Old graphic tee.
Yep.
All right. Well, which one is closest to me?
The one that's closest to all of you. There's one directly on the other side of this cargo box. As you guys are all just kind of. You're like
Not that
looking at
one then,
bubble.
because ice knife kind of.
Yeah. What?
Oh wait, so this guy I can just grab from behind, right?
Yeah. It'll
Oh.
definitely alert some people, but yeah. Because they're all looking at
But
it.
when we're cool. Do we want to do this in a funny Bugs Bunny way?
Yes. Yes. Bugs Bunny, Three
Cool.
Stooges us. That's our motto.
Cool. I am going to let me see what I have in my sheet really quickly. What I can use.
Oh, that's the one I want to open.
Okay.
That's over.
Okay.
Hang on. Hold, please. Why won't you open? Open. Hello?
I miss her already.
Available to play. That's not... That's weird. I don't know why that doesn't want to play. Yeah, go ahead. What were you saying?
So I'm gonna pull out my Morning Star. I'm gonna around this guy's throat, yank him over, and I point at Roosevelt. And as soon as I get him over in range, axe.
Okay, I
Finger
can
goes.
barely hear you, dude.
And
Oh, I
when
was
you
saying
do
like
that, should I?
Ice knife?
Yes. Yes. The one that one that isn't near a hostage. Any of the guards that is not near hostages, because that does have a tendency to. Kelly, I was saying I'm gonna grab this guy with the chain of my Morning Star and yank him over, and as soon as he's over and in range for you, axe through the throat.
I do. Sorry.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
And then Hanger's gonna ice knife someone.
I'm gonna go for this
And
guy
then-
that's
And
facing in
Doc.
front of the door. He's the furthest from people.
Cool.
That
Doc?
leaves what? And that leaves what? Who's left?
One other
I was gonna
guard
say
and
hip-
Pajami.
Can I reach the other guard? How far is the other guard from where I am?
That other guard is across the room, so they're about 40 feet away.
Excellent. I can do what I want to do then.
Also, it may be
Right.
pertinent to ask. You know what? No, you guys haven't asked. I'm not going to tell you that.
Where are the
Why?
hostages?
We're missing a hostage.
No.
Yeah, where are the
Like,
hostages?
yes, you
in
are
all
missing a
this?
hostage, but that's not what I was going to say, and it's not my business.
Okay. Concerned, but all right. On 3. 1, 2, and we're all gonna go.
I think at that moment too, Roosevelt feels the hat start to wiggle, and then on the top of his head, a pair of feet appears, followed by the rest of Zipporah, and she just
All right.
whoop, like,
Zipporah, you do in fact have the element of surprise. Why don't you go first? As they are all
Oh.
preparing for their actions, as you pop out of your hat, standing on top of the 7-foot Roosevelt, you
no.
are now a towering 13 feet tall with a hat in your hand. What would you like to do?
Can I see everything that's
You can
like
see
everyone?
everyone.
She's gonna look down to the others and then look up at the other guys. What spell did I put in my hidden ace? Was it hideous laughter or was it arms of Hadar? Whichever one
I
it
believe you did
is,
Arms
she's
of Hadar again.
was it? Okay. Damn. Because I thought it was hideous laughter. I wanted to.
You can still cast
Um,
Hideous Laughter.
Oh yeah, no. I was just thinking of something, and who looks like the fanciest motherfucker in the room, like the most eye
That
catching right
would
now?
be Bajami, who seems to be...
The leader.
Yeah, he seems to be the leader.
All right. Yeah. So when she's like out thinking that everything is fine, everything's going good, and she just sees the room and then sees the big shinies on that person and just goes ah, and just casts Tasha's hideous laughter.
Okay, remind me, does that have to roll to hit?
I
Does he have to make
think
a
it-
save?
Yes, I'm pretty sure he has to make a save. If I can, let me go find it. We'll do it by level. There we go. Oh, nope, that's the highest level. Where'd it go? There it is. It is a wisdom saving throw.
He rolled a nat 20.
Damn.
Everyone else, go ahead and take your turns. In whichever order you like. They're all happening at once.
Okay, so
Combined
I'll
action.
So
Chain
wait, so
and-
we're all attacking one person at this point?
Multiple.
So
No, everyone's attacking different people except for you and Drizzt, who are attacking the same person.
yeah, I'm getting my chain around this dude's neck who's right in front of us, and I'm using that to pull him over and yanking him behind us.
Are you using your ability to
Or-
lash around him and pull him, or are you going to kind of throw it like a jump rope and use your grapple?
That.
Okay, go ahead and roll the grapple for me.
It's a dex check.
Yes.
$22.
Perfect. You loop it around him, and with the sound of a sparkly, jingling chain, he kind of, huh? And before he can realize what's happening, he, what? And he's quickly pulled back by his waist and his chest over the box of
it's
cargo,
throat.
and he kind of, his
It
throat?
is.
He pulls back. As
Yeah,
he comes
it's-
back, he whacks his head on the cargo boxes before coming over, served up like a reverse guillotine, like prime rib on a cutting board. Kelly, you can batter up.
I mean, yeah, I'll just go ahead and claw him.
Swing away.
Oh, I was saying swing with your axe to.
I mean, I could, but it seems overkill.
I
Okay.
mean, do you
Overkill
want
is
to
not
kill
over-
him immediately, or do you want to maim him?
I feel like I've killed too many people before where I didn't get the information I needed. Can he still talk?
I mean, he's dazed at the moment. He knocked his head pretty hard on the cargo boxes. He's currently, like, prone, but he's not totally out. He's not unconscious.
Is there any kind of perception I can roll to see if he's useful? Or if I could just kill him?
He looks like every other guard in this room. If you had to bet, the guy with the shiny baubles and the better armor is probably the one in charge and probably has more information.
He's not said person.
That's correct.
He is not said person, correct.
Finish him.
Finish.
I guess I'll do my great axe. Just to finish him.
Roll to attack with advantage. So roll 2 d20s and take the higher and add your attack bonus to it.
7. And a 6, for fuck's sake. So 14 is
14
my
does
attack.
actually hit. These guys aren't terribly armored.
Hey.
D12. I have a 3 plus, Jesus Christ, plus 5 for 8.
Alright, we'll say between that and knocking his head on the cargo and the damage from being choked, you do successfully hand over fist axe and just scoot, and you hear your axe bury in the wood.
Oof.
Hanger's gonna throw his ice knife at the dude on the far side. Let me roll a quick probability check on if he would be closer to Stu's guy or not. Real quick. Oh, for fuck's sake, it landed sideways between the keys and my keyboard. He is. He's closer to Stu's guy. So... As he throws this ice knife, does he connect? Hey, he does indeed, with an 18. So, he is going to hit this guy. As you see, this spectral blade of ice kind of apparate from his fingers. And he just straight out across the room at this guy. He hits him for 8 piercing damage, and then the shard explodes, so the other guy is gonna have to make a dex saving check, which he fails hard, holy shit. And they're each gonna take an additional 2d6 cold damage, which is
Oh, wow.
9. So the guy he hit initially is dead. And let's get that damage off of your guy. Okay. Stu, the only remaining guard on his feet is the one that you were targeting. Go ahead, buddy.
How far away is that one?
40 feet.
Okay. So you see Doc run, and all of a sudden he just jumps another 15 feet with expeditious retreat.
So as Doc's running, he gets right up to the hostages, and you just see him take this wild leap over this circle of people and all of the ice stalactites that they have been tied to.
And as I'm mid-flight, I blast him with my hand cannon.
All right, roll to attack. Points for
that'll be a 16.
16 hits.
And my hand cannon is my light crossbow.
Okay.
So that'll be.
They're not immune to piercing damage. I will tell you that much.
Okay, so that's 1d8. That'll be 7 points of piercing.
7 points of piercing. Yeah, that guy's fucking dead. Jesus Christ, y'all. Bajami is the only one left standing. Oh, and with perfect timing. See if I can get it to stop before it starts again.
Yeah, that
Good
arrow
job,
flies as I'm
Syrinscape.
mid-flight, and it just lands just square straight through, like right above his bridge of his nose, and just again right through the kumquat, and the guy just drops.
As he drops, let's go with this one. As he drops, Bajami is up on his feet, and he's just like kind of looking towards a sword that's on top of a crate nearby him. But this all happened so fast, he seems to be weighing his options. Roosevelt, if you're looking for someone to intimidate, I think this is your shining moment.
Okay. By all means, I approach him. First with just the swagger. And if I need to use any intimidation tactics, then I will.
You are quite large, even comparison to him. He is a broad man, and he is a tall man. But he is not a 7-foot humanoid lion creature with a battle axe in its tail and a whip on its hip, covered in everyone else's blood.
Is he human?
He is human.
He's human? Okay.
Humanoid, yes.
As you swagger up, he goes, I don't know what you want. I don't know what you need. I could fancy a guess. Frankly,
I'd like to know
I
what
just want to
you
keep
know.
looking this pretty. I know that I was told to come here with these hostages and feed them to the pretty lady in the other room with no questions asked. And ideally, I would like to not get a claw through my face while doing so.
Who else is holding these hostages?
That would be the mistress in the other room. Otherwise, I'm
What
gonna
is that
guess
mistress's
Gerald and
name?
the other one are dead.
Oh yeah.
You would be correct.
That would be Hedron. She's the
I'm sorry, what was it?
chosen of the Frost Maiden, or she's the Frost Maiden incarnate. Something I don't want no business
And what
with.
does she want with these hostages?
I believe the word she used is sacrifice.
And how strong is your allegiance to this cause of your Frost Maiden?
Not strong enough to die. I don't particularly believe in the gods. I know they exist. I am not what you would call a
You
friend
know
to
they
them.
exist.
Yes. Are you new to this plane? Gods walk among us. They are factual beings in this realm.
I'm just trying to ascertain what you
Pesky
know
little
or what you think you.
buggers.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, sir, I know for a fact the gods are real. I just simply don't believe in what they see as their divine right to decide what it is I'm about to do with my life and who I'm about to give my life for. Because frankly, not that witch. Not important enough. Nope.
So you believe they exist, but not in the cause in which they purport to exist.
I have no faith in the gods. I will acknowledge their existence. I swear no fealty to them. I control my own life.
Then why work for them?
I'm not working for the gods, I am working for the leader of my tribe, and that is a fealty I have sworn. For better or worse, which frankly right now it is very much looking like worse.
So why does
I
your
just wanted a
tribe?
cool black ice weapon. I just wanted to be a better fighter. I did not sign up for this.
Sounds like you kind of did. So, if you have no real strong inklings, you just hand over the hostages to us and let us deal with it.
In exchange for protection of me and take me back to wherever you came from?
I can guarantee nothing, but we could certainly do our
I
best.
think where we're heading back to, there would be any protections for you.
Listen,
And it would
I
just
would
point
rather
to-
die of
Hey,
exposure than
hey.
whatever that lady's gonna do to
Pipe
me.
down all of my little bureaucrats. I said exactly what I meant to say. I can guarantee you no protection. Doesn't mean I'm not going to offer it.
I take
I
a
will.
take a look at the necklace he's wearing and see if I can see if it means anything.
The necklace he's wearing, you wouldn't know what it means, but you can certainly see it. It's a rather sizable medallion. And on the front of the medallion, seemingly like pressed in, it's not carved out, it's like depressed into the form, is the shape of a bear, baring its fangs.
Okay,
If
bear
it means
bearing its
anything
fangs.
to anyone, it's a brown bear.
Haha.
I'm
Tribe
assuming
of
that's
bear.
the medallion of his tribe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hanger kind of butts in at
There
this
were-
point and goes, sir, if I may, not to interject in your interrogation, but I may be able to lend a machete to your intellectual thicket if it would be beneficial to you. Not that I'm about to argue. You're rather large.
By all means.
This man is think of him as a captain of a squad for our tribes. These medallions, as you'll see my brother has one, they denote us as leadership. And while leadership may get to decide what it is we do in the field, not that I would listen to my brother anyway, but good soldiers that are not related to their captains generally follow orders in the field, but when we're back in town, this medal means nothing. He still answers to his king, and when the tribes work together, everyone with these medallions answered to everyone's kings, collectively. It is, if he were to defy his king's orders, no matter how cruel, or how unnecessary, or how well, out of his fucking mind, it would not spell good things. It is oftentimes safer to risk death at the hands of another, potentially, than certain death for disobeying an order from your king. That's why I had no choice but to accompany you, although I want to. Make no mistake. I also did not have a choice.
Well, I will say when it comes to the cruel and unjust, I don't really have much sympathy for following orders.
My order was not to kill these people. My order was to guard them. And to not interfere with the Ice Witch.
And we're missing
Guard
a
them from
hostage.
whom?
People who would like to make them no longer prisoners. I assume y'all are with the tribe of the Elk. So, you...
Good guess. The biggest problem is we're missing a hostage. There were 13. I see 12.
He just goes through that door. Witch opened a portal, doing weird things. Mystical glowing crap. I'm happy to sit right here bound up in rope. But that's
I think we should take him back with us because I'm sure if we left him here, she would most certainly kill him.
Oh, I just might anyway, because, again, when it comes to cruel and nefarious acts, I don't really care when someone says they're following orders.
Well, I say we let the Hanger's tribe handle the justice. And I look over to Hanger.
I'll only do that because this one promised protection, pointing at Roosevelt.
And I agree. Unless he has exceptional information leading to new discoveries and things that might help us all, I'm fixing to kill him. However, he could be a good source of information, so I will let my father decide how long this man has yet to live. If it is all the same to you.
Well, then I suggest we cuff him up.
Having the information of a leader is certainly better than having the information of someone that was stupid enough to follow a trail of sparkles in the snow to their death.
Oh, yeah.
I did that.
Now, as I'm going to look around at the rest of the group, we want to see if we bust down a door and kill a witch.
Oh yeah, you said someone's in there. I think we should be going. How much time do we have?
I think I like our verses. We have 4 versus 1.
Hey, don't forget, we got Hanger.
5.
It's 5.
5 versus 1.
Can we state save in case the fight goes bad? Is that a thing? Can we save scum it?
I don't think there's auto save.
You got chronomancy on you? You got chronomancy on you?
If we all die, it's going to be like a Groundhog Day situation where we're all going to wake up and be like, okay, so we know what we did wrong.
Let's do it again. 20 times.
Thank you, Meg. Save Scum is my next band name.
Save Scum is my next band name.
I thought Jingle Pope said that because they're both purple.
Megan, I hope your first song is called Respawn.
Megan's not purple on my screen, she's blue.
She's purple on my screen.
She's purple on mine.
And she's gray.
It's all the same to me.
Literally. Fucking literally.
Okay, do we want to try to take her out, or do we want to try to get everyone out of here and...
Make sure there's no casualties.
I think we should go get the last one. No one left
I concur.
behind.
Get the last one.
And we're
Yeah.
running out of time.
All right. Well,
Hanger,
Doc
you get this
cinches
guy
up
and all
and
the
he's
hostages out of here.
Are you sure? I mean, yes, I'm happy to do that, but are you sure?
So
I'm
someone
perfectly
has to go.
content to battle at your side. We have no idea
Someone has
what
to
this woman
take
could be
people to
powerful.
safety.
If that's what
We
you
need
wish.
help. We need help, but someone's also going to make sure that... I mean, if you want to get everyone out and then come back into the fight...
Hanger goes over to these stalagmites of ice and begins cutting through ropes and getting people free. And he walks up to one of them and he goes, Hey, Tankervald. And the man kind of Hanger, what in God's name are you doing here? Saving you. And he pulls out a healing potion and he helps pour it down this man's throat. And Tankervald goes, Whew, that'll put hair on your chest. That'll wake you up. That is, ooh, I've never had to use one of those before. That's terrible. Ooh, I don't want to know what you made that from. Thank you. What do you need me to do? Untie the rest of these people. There are mounts outside, and more waiting for you. There's a friend. Her name is Phyreyl. You'll know her when you see her. She doesn't look like one of us, and she'll be hanging with a couple of ours. There should be plenty of people. You know that's not what I meant. Have you looked at us? We're hairy, we're leather-clad, we are not exactly pretty people. Miss Phyreyl is very
debatable.
pretty.
Anyways,
Pretty
Hear that? He's
enough
calling
to
you pretty.
put brides to shame. We are not pretty people. And Tankervald goes, I should take exception to that. He goes, yes, you're very pretty. Can you get them out? Yeah, I think I can get them out. He goes, okay. I'm gonna walk that one outside and lash him up to an elk so that he doesn't go anywhere. Not that he has much place to go. I'll be back in a tick.
Right. Ready up.
As you walk through the door, I need you all to roll perception.
damn. Okay.
19.
Dirty 20.
And 3, 22.
Okay. 4. Okay. As you all walk in, the woman having an argument is not actually the first thing you notice. The first thing you notice is the creepy swirling pool of dusty pink energy in the middle of the room, like a wellspring of weave magic sprung forth from the ice. The second thing you notice is a large set of bones. As you enter the room, and you're somewhat taking this in, you're almost intruded upon by the voice of a man. Please, please, my daughter, please. I don't understand why you're doing this. I don't understand why you would give yourself to her. Take me, let the rest of them go. You don't have to do this. Father, you don't understand. I have no choice. Aril offers perfection. Aril offers the Frost Maiden's power. I cannot simply be content with only having you. I must have as many as I can to bring him back and to give her the power she so rightfully deserves. I am through being subservient to the tribe of the elk. I am through being subservient to a king. It is time we all followed a maiden, a goddess instead. No, Crit Crafter. This is, Legacy of the Crystal Shard. We haven't made it to rhyme yet.
Oh, we got a ways to go for a rhyme.
Question.
Yes.
Could I... Or wait, do I not see the portal? I rolled a 4.
I'd say you have a passing notice of something creepy glowing from the floor, but that you don't necessarily recognize what precisely it is.
Okay, never mind then.
Because you are still not formally trained in combat magics or conjurations, because your focus has been entertainment, I'm going to say that you're like, that glowing's probably magic, but of what variety I don't entirely know.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything I can do to investigate the glowing?
Sure, if you'd like. In which manner would you like to investigate the glowing, swirling pool of mysticky crap?
Oh, when you put it that way.
The rainy day spellcraft box.
I mean, I think I have to just go with intelligence and investigation. Oh no, Arcana. Let's go with Arcana.
Arcana, go ahead and roll for me.
You can do it.
Oh god. 10, 2, 4, 16.
It's pink swirly magic. It doesn't look great. It's kind of pretty in a ominous sort of way.
Such a great archaeologist.
Megan says she's still trying to
Lord.
drink it.
Like
With
my expertise, I'd say not safe for consumption. That's all I got. Oh god.
I'm assuming she has not noticed us yet, or have we not walked into the room?
You're in a liminal space where you're in the doorway, you're not yet in the room, and she is so focused in on what it is she's arguing. She is so zealous in her belief. Actually,
We're chucking something at her.
Zipporah,
How do I distract
as
her?
she's speaking, you start to kind of almost remember something. You're taken back to your childhood. And you are taken back to verses about the Frost Maiden and quotes about her. You know that many Air Genasi are fervent in their worship of the Frost Maiden. Even making temples well beyond the Icewind Dale, down into the deserts of Kalimshan, Air Genasi, Toril over, so around the world, are deeply devoted to the Frost Maiden.
Hmm.
So then she's wrapped up in her head. I'm just gonna shout, "Hey, Frost bitch!" Ah, fuck! I had a one life. Fuck it, and I'm just gonna throw my moonblade straight at her.
I had something for this.
As she kind of like turns to hiss at you, it's already too late. And as she kind of like goes to bare her teeth at you, she's suddenly very aware of the moonblade headed straight towards her. I'm gonna need you to roll for attack.
I figure, is this going to be with advantage or no advantage?
It will be.
Surprise!
Megan says, "Kick her butt for me."
God, I love advantage. Every time I've got Ron with advantage, I've gotten a nat 20.
As the moonblade
This is
connects,
suspense.
it goes through her collarbone and straight out, canted towards her shoulder. The blade is shoved between her sternum, her spine, and her shoulder. And she looks down at it and goes to grab it. And despite all odds, with calm ease, pulls it clear out of her body and drops it. She goes,
That's not good.
"I think you've made a mistake. You're not supposed to be here." And as she does, she raises her other hand as it begins to swirl with icy power around her fingertips. And the skeleton behind her begins to rise to its feet. As it does, the bones begin to cloak themselves in that same dusty pink hue, spiraling out of the pool in the middle of the room and becoming icing death. And all she says is, "He has been reborn by my will and the will of Aril alone." As the dragon begins to rise, Drizzed, you notice that though this skeleton stops at the neck, it very much has a spooky spectral head going on right now. That is not fucking friendly.
Can I dispel magic on it? Or would that be counterspell I'm thinking of?
That's a really good question. I don't
Because, like,
know.
it's already been cast. So would that be dispel?
Let me see.
Because I always, like, interpreted counterspell as, like, I'm in the process of doing it. No, you're not in the process of it.
No, you can't. This is something that cannot be dispelled.
Okay.
This is no mere spell. This is not some cutesy, I'm gonna make the bones dance. She has created a life form from this pool.
Okay.
Wait, so I think I missed a few things because I was super fixated on the actual weapon itself. I think I missed something else. So what we're fighting against right now is not a weapon, it's an entity?
Yes. Yes, that is correct. Icing Death is a white dragon.
Because
The weapon
I'm
is
seeing
made-
icing death as a sword.
No.
Yes, it was made from
That's
him.
it's
Oh.
not a mistake. It's a wiki choice. Icing Death is the, I believe, left-hand sword of adventurer Driz Duerden, so named for when he slayed Icing Death with Wolfgar back in the 1350s. But
Ooh.
as the skeleton rises and begins to get its wits about it, the simulacrum shaking off the years of ice and snow. Scroll, goddamn you! I need the quote! It's gonna drive me crazy. The dragon rises and roars with a deafening thunder and
This
says,
is not good.
"Thieves! You dare to steal from my hoard? I will suck the marrow from thy bones. I am called Icing Death by the tribes of these lands, and even in death, I will protect what is mine." Also, if you would like to know his name, let's see if I can do this without fucking it up. Ingelowa Costimizillion.
That's what I got.
Which is what the wiki is under, is INGELOAKASTIMIZILIAN.
Yeah.
Imagine my surprise.
What eyes?
I spelled it wrong.
Oh, I've spelled
Icing
everything
death?
wrong so far.
Ice cream death?
Ice cream death.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of letters.
Yeah. It is his
It
Can I
almost
buy a
looks
vowel?
Polish.
because Icing Death, before he came to Faerun, was once part of the Dragon Plane. He was part of the Draconic Pantheon, as was his bride, Icing Wind, who Driz Duerden did not kill.
Oh my god. Into my dragon.
Yay, history.
So, what do you guys want to do?
I look over and
Well,
this might be a time for a tactical retreat.
Oh, you don't want to attack? I'm contemplating an attack.
okay. You know it can fly, right?
I mean,
I would like to. Craig
Roll
Crafter
to
says I would like to roll to submit.
what is this?
You
Like,
have a
fly?
groveling check that you have to do.
I don't grovel.
To be fair though, thinking about it, that's gonna be a small room. It's gonna big bony dragon. There's the weight behind it to break out of things. So maybe we can get from.
You actually didn't ask how big the room was.
How big is the room?
How
Somebody's
big
gonna
is
get
the
to the
room?
cave.
Oh, I'm so glad that you asked, because that door appears to be carved by humans. But as you look around this room, it would seem that you are standing in what remains of Icing Death's hoard. This room is 800 by 300.
Who knew?
Oh,
It was far too big for Dungeon Alchemist, so I didn't fucking bother. Theater of the mind, baby!
Let's go.
At the other
Okay,
end of
but
the
there's
room
still-
appears to be a rather large vertical exit. With snow still coming through.
Got his own helipad like Airwolf.
Little bit, yeah. He's also still about a solid He's still about a solid 200 feet from you.
Yeah, I
He's a
think
pretty
now
big
would be a
boy.
good time. I think now would be a good time to withdraw, as we are in no position of power to, fight at dragons.
But it's still it's 4v2, right?
Finally got to the dragons part of Dungeons and Dragons.
I'm gonna say, like, no, we have to be able to defeat these dragons. It's 4v2, correct?
Yes.
That is well,
Technically,
4-ish.
it's 5v2 because Hanger's on his way back, and you have this crazy lady's dad.
I like Crazy Lady's dad as an option.
You haven't
I
asked
say we
him,
go
but
for
I'm sure
it.
if you went, hey, you want to kill that fucking thing? He'd be like, fucking, I'm here.
Okay, what kind of magic is are these dragons imbibed with?
Fun that you should ask. Actually, this is something both you and Drizzt would know. What you think you are looking at would appear to be what's called a simulacrum. It is where a highly powerful, like mage or magus uses their inherent magic ability to infuse something that is not with power to make it is again.
Say the fuck what?
Simulacrum.
Basically,
Well,
you're
I
not
will be right
actually
back.
looking at icing death.
Simulacrum?
You are looking at a simulacrum of icing death. She has seemingly used her power to make him again, but it's not quite him again. This whole thing.
So she buried him in a pet cemetery.
She pulled the Twitches too. She took like what's in her to essentially power something else. So it's essentially still kind of connected to her, maybe?
I'm still
is what
hearing
I'm
pet
gathering.
cemetery. I think I'm still spelling this wrong. What?
Simulacrum. SIMULACRUM.
Hold on. SIL.
No, SIM.
SIMULACRUM.
Unsatisfactory imitate. Okay.
You would have seen simulacrum. Many shopkeepers use it so that they can take a nap while their simulacrum runs their store. It is effectively a magical clone of a thing. Yes, Crit Crafters, correct. I will not be saying that out loud for reasons. Don't you metagame and look at the chat. I see you.
Sorry. I mean, wait, can't you delete messages in chat?
Yeah, but I don't want to. That's rude.
I'm gonna fuck up my audio again and
Crit
doing
Crafters
this.
didn't say anything crazy. Oh, no, you don't have to refrain, hon. You're good. I'm just happy you're here.
Yes,
I'm
Okay,
so
thank
happy
you
you're
for,
here. I'm just
Thank you
sad
for
I can't
showing
read
up.
the chat.
to the chaos.
But yes,
Look.
Roosevelt would be quite familiar with the concept of simulacrum, both low and high power. They've been used throughout history. And Drizzt would be like, that's a simulacrum. One of those motherfuckers runs Sorceress Sundries. I know what this is. Frequently, other magical beings will use them to protect themselves when they're doing horrifying shit.
Either way, we should be able to get past them, correct?
I mean, it is a dragon. Theoretically, you could run underneath him. He's a big boy.
Yeah, he's what's a gigantic?
I believe it's massive is the category.
Oh,
Okay.
literally a boat.
And how far?
A flying
How
boat.
far is she from us?
Oh, she's like, you guys are still standing in that doorway. She's like 15 feet.
Oh, sick. So, I'll pull my moonblade back to me.
Oh, I thought you had already
Um,
done that because you made the motion.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you hadn't said anything about it, so then so we kill her, we kill it.
Sounds like a plan.
Kill equals kill. I'm good with that.
Whatever makes this thing gone.
But I swear, if I get turned into an icicle, there's gonna be hell to pay.
As you are all trying to figure out what to do, Icing Death rears his head back and lets out a bellowing roar. And as he does, icicles begin to fall from the ceiling. Make some dex checks, people.
Damn it! Why did you have to say icicle, dude? Damn.
You are in the lair of Icing Death in
Yeah.
Icewind Dale.
Oh God.
Wait,
4.
didn't you say Icewind? Icewind is his sister or like his wife or something?
Icing Wind, yes, that would be his wife.
Icing Wind. So
Too much
is this named after her? Icewind Dale named after her?
You know, that is a really, really good question that would probably be found in the history book somewhere not under a fucking dragon!
Or falling from the ceiling.
Or falling
nat
from the
20.
ceiling! Nat 20, okay.
Nat 20 on the dex.
You avoid
Dirty
getting
20.
hit by an icicle. Thank
I-
you,
I have a
Crackers. Yeah,
4.
no, it's not. Icewind Dale was still the Icewind Dale for the icy winds of the Dale lands. It's just coincidence that her name is Icing Wind.
Hmm.
Okay, what kind of damage do I take? I rolled a 4.
Oof.
Oh no! Let me find the
Good
icicle
thing you're tanky.
damage. Is Syrinscape
How
glitching
sharp
out
is
for
this
anyone
thing?
else?
No, it's just playing a song.
Okay.
Sounds good to
perfect.
me.
It's just doing the battle music.
Okay, cool. It's like on my end, so I wasn't sure. I hate that this module has no damage tables. Falling icicle damage 5e. Ah, there we go. Alright, 1d6 bludgeoning damage for every 10 feet up to a maximum of 20d6, so I need 8d6. Or, no,
Holy.
sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, 8d6. It would be more if you were standing over by the dragon.
Holy balls.
Wow. Please just take 2 damage.
Well, the DM's
Wait,
gonna
what
be
was this?
nice and consider that you're standing in the smaller part of the room, because you guys are still in the doorway, so we're just gonna do 2d6.
Thank God.
Yay. No vengeful DM.
11 points.
Vengeful DM.
It's not Vengeful DM, Vengeful Ice Witch
Do we all
Dice.
take this?
No,
Ah.
Kelly takes it. Dresden Doc, what did you roll for your dex checks?
Wait,
I
hold
rolled
on.
a,
What does it mean to take 11 hits?
You take 11
Oh,
damage.
so-
You subtract 11 from your hit points. And
Oh,
if your hit
fuck,
points
Lord.
should fall to 0, you go unconscious, and then you must begin making death saving throws. Crit
Okay,
crafters,
this is
been
okay. I
nice
hate
knowing you.
Adobe here. I prefer. Okay. Oh fuck! I hate
You're
You
Adobe.
should
Total-
definitely have more than me.
Is it like 11 damage? 8. Oh, okay. I need to finish or fix this. This is bullshit. What is this?
This is bullshit. What did you say? Is
No, when I'm saying bullshit, like I can't. No, what I'm saying with bullshit is this stupid fucking Adobe. Like I need a piece of paper and a fucking pen and paper because this is fucking with me. Okay, so now I've got that current. No, my max doesn't change.
I
My
would just
current
like
changes.
to show you what kind of damage an
God damn
icicle falling by the dragon would do.
I'm gonna be sick.
Ah.
My Current is 31 less 11, so it's 20.
It looked like a fruit salad in your hand.
Who the fuck wanted?
I
Oh.
mean, yeah, I keep them all in the bottom of the Halloween Make It Mini that you gave me.
But horrifying.
Well, and then Vincent managed to find my two-sided die, while they were in my office the other day. I'm so happy.
Nice.
Question, can I cast the
Syrinscape
thing?
is having a damn seizure.
Yeah, there it is. It is now.
It's fine for me.
It's good now.
Did anyone else take damage? Okay.
I took
No.
11 damage, so I'm at 20.
Then go ahead and everyone roll initiative for me.
Yay!
And then, Zipporah,
Well,
you will be able to cast something.
Oh, dang. Well, no point. Not rolling well.
Probably to initiative. Okay.
There we go. Good grief. Bless
Where
you.
the fuck initiative? Which category is initiative? Oh, I see it. +4. Okay, never mind. Oh, God.
15
18.
for me.
20.
Lauren?
8.
I would just like to take a moment to remind everyone that your rolls are not a reflection of your character's skill, value, or worth. Sometimes rolls are just rolls, and that good rolls and bad rolls can be equally as interesting, and that it all depends on how you choose to play them. I have had some great roll nights that were thoroughly boring, and some really bad roll nights that turned out fucking excellent. So,
Comical.
just a reminder not to let your dice discourage you, and if you need to throw them in the bad bin for a couple of weeks, that's also okay. I banished like 8 dice a couple weeks ago.
Dice jail.
Yeah, 100% dice jail. Oh, I get to roll the big one for the dragon.
Big.
Funk.
Oh, God, I heard that.
I felt that.
Hi, my name is Icing Death. I rolled a natural 1 on my initiative.
Herditor.
I got 2. I got 2.
Crookcrafter said someone just died from that dice roll.
Oh, yeah. And then, let's see. Hedron rolled a fucking 4. And
That went through so
Soren has
far it
not
hit my
joined in the
mouse.
battle. We will say Hanger is back. Hey, Hanger got a 15 too. What was your natural, Vince?
My natural is 10. I have a +5.
All right. Stu, that would make you the top of the initiative, bud.
The witch is what, 15 feet in front of me?
Yes.
The witch is back.
I bolt into her.
I'm gonna reload Syrinscape real quick. This is obnoxious.
Okay.
Keep talking, bud. You're good.
I'm gonna fly and do like the jumping punch into her.
Okay.
And
Did the anime punch her?
Yeah.
Through the power of God and anime, I'm going to punch you into next week.
That'll be a 19.
Click to activate the web audio context? What in shit? That hits.
We don't
Okay,
know that
so-
arcade magic. You might have to have us roll for perception on that.
So as it hits,
Sorry.
so instead of my as I reach out and grab her and inflict wounds.
Okay.
My glove attack inflict wounds, which is level 4, which is 6d10 for damage.
6.
You gave it to him.
Yeah, it casts it at level 4. Level 1 inflict wounds is 3d10. So at level 4.
Yeah, that's
At
6.
level 4, yeah, that's 6.
All right, so
Thank God it's not
What is
exponential.
going on? Hey, y'all, can you spam the Techna emote in the chat if you've got a sub over here? And try to exercise my machine spirit, please.
22. 3.
I just want some exercise. I got nothing else otherwise.
Okay.
Okay, the mouse is.
I got
Techna for you.
Thank you.
42 points of necrotic damage.
Ooh.
Okay. Second here. Where are your damn hit points, woman? Ah, there we go. You said 43?
42 points of necrotic damage.
42 points. Okay. Okay.
And then as my bonus action...
That's called the Zoidberg, by the
Do
way.
you
The expeditious
disengage
retreat.
first, or are you just running?
Expeditious retreat.
Oh, so it doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity. Okay.
Correctamundo.
Hey, you said the name!
Hey, name drop. Kelly, it's your turn.
Jesus. Okay.
Yes, that guy.
I mean, if you... Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna offend too many people tonight. Hopefully.
Nobody in this chat is gonna be offended.
Alright. So, this motherfucker is in what situation at this point? He's... Is this the... No, is this the one we're still after, or still the 2?
The witch.
It's just a witch.
Okay. Fuck it, let's go with a reckless attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll to attack then. Oh no, the stream manager
Lord.
now too.
Oh, okay, so I'm
no.
attacking with danger, or sorry, reckless, which I add it to strength. Oh god, I still have a 9.
That does not hit.
I figured.
So sorry, that is a swing and a miss.
I was haphazardly woken up and been like, huh, what? Whoosh, and missed.
Okay.
Oh
it is
Lord,
now
why?
Hanger's turn, and
There we go.
I can't access this.
Kelly was just illuminated for a
She
second.
missed the book-sized,
What?
the boat-sized flying menace.
I was saying Kelly was illuminated for a moment. Looked like that
Yeah,
meme
no,
of
I
the dude
fucking
sitting in a
glowed.
diner.
I don't know what happened. I was like, whoosh.
Sorry, this is
Okay, these are going in the jail.
wigging out.
Okay, so these guys are going in jail because they've not done me well tonight. Fuck them.
Because
Bad dice.
my computer's wigging out, give me a second to pull up the stats for Hanger's hammer somewhere else real quick.
$20.
Just vibing out to that Syrinscape.
I like it.
Okay. Hanger is going
Alright, we
to
both
take...
Stu, you missed a
Guys,
beautiful
that's
time to
fine.
do an ad read.
Sucked. Changing dice.
True. Hanger's gonna take a swing at her with his warhammer. Oh!
Ranger with a warhammer, that's fun.
No! So he runs up and he goes to take a swing at her. And he just absolutely whiffs it and he slips on the ice and he eats shit.
Shit.
Yes, we're professionals.
And he just kind of
Eating
rolls over
shit.
and he goes,
Eating shit. Eating shit.
Fucking hate my life.
I saw nothing.
Sure you did. Drizzt.
All right. Exciting. Let me see real quick. I'm just double checking something if...
No, you're good.
Okay.
I'm trying to close as many things on my computer as possible.
I am going to run at her and fucking swing at her if I can. With the blade out again. All reliable.
I will
Roll
say
stabby.
that you'll either have to go around her and expend more of your movement, which you definitely have with her, or you're gonna have to make an acrobatics check to not trip over Hanger.
Because he's now a
I can
speed
make
bump.
the
Is
acrobatics
he
check.
prone?
He's prone on the ground, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I'll make the acrobatics. Is it 23 good enough?
23 is great.
Cool.
Now roll for attack.
And power attack.
Attack.
I have to turn off the Syrinscape, or it's I think it's driving viewers away at this point, and it's giving me a bit of a panic attack. It won't stop freaking out, and my mouse isn't working, and nothing is moving in the way that it's supposed to.
I mean, to me,
Well,
it's not acting any differently.
Lucky for you,
I think it's a
nobody can hear. Sorry.
No,
Well,
I got
if
very
I'm going to
overwhelmed.
provide
No,
feedback,
I got
I'm
very
using it in
overwhelmed,
the
and I didn't
Chrome
mean to point that
browser.
at you. It was causing me anxiety because what the chat can hear is what I can hear.
So
Well,
I think
I'm
I
using
don't
it in
think
Chrome. I don't know if that makes a difference as to who's streaming it where, but I'm using it in Chrome and it's not intrusive.
so.
If
I
that
don't
is
think it's a
helpful information.
Syrinscape problem. I think it's that song has a part of it where the trumpets sound very glitchy and like repeat a lot, and I think it was just getting to you sensory wise.
Sure, I'll try it again. Let's see here. I might be able to change it to Bugbear Battle and see if it's better.
Okay.
Okay. What did you roll for your attack?
Rolled an at 1.
A nat 1.
Mhm.
You clear Hanger, but you too failed to put ice spikes on your boots. Gosh darn it, I wish somebody would have mentioned that. And you also, what? You catch yourself, but like, not before you like kind of stumble and like kind of hurt your ankle and you're like, what the fuck? Is she extra slippery? So that would be Lauren's turn.
Hi.
Paid professional, you were saying?
Zipporah's kind of like watching this go down, like kind of like, whoo, well, like hiding behind. If there's like a piece of ice, like she's kind of like doing that kind of thing, and I think like she at some point like pokes her head out, pokes her arm out, and Tasha's hideous laughter at the witch.
What?
Wisdom saving throw. I'm
No,
pretty sure.
what family of spells is it from? What
Oh, I did not
abjuration,
think that.
conjuration, evocation?
Let me find it again. That's bubbling cauldron. Keeps going missing. It.
Enchantment.
Where is it?
Enchantment. She is immune.
Oh.
Your
Oh, dang, is
spell
that-
bounces off of her, losing
Okay.
the spell slot.
All right.
Boop.
I don't think there's anything else I can do. So yeah, that was my action. I don't have any bonus action things. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. It is now Hedron's turn. Here we go. She is going to turn to you, Stu, and as she reaches out her hands, ice now creeping up her fingers, she's just going to go. And as she blows a frosty kiss at you, a just deluge of ice crystals from her lips and her fingertips heading straight towards you in a spiraling bolt. Does a 25 hit?
25 hits. But as my reaction, I'm going to absorb elements.
Okay, so you'll take half damage?
Yes.
It bounced.
I imagine it's cold.
Cold, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, it does bludgeoning and cold. You get hit for 10 bludgeoning. And
Danger!
3 cold.
Danger!
Yeah, it's a good thing you took half on the cold. There's gonna be
So she
6.
ran up. Oh, okay. Great.
She
Great.
battering rammed you with ice.
Great. Much fun.
It's now the turn of Icing Death, who didn't roll very good on his initiative.
Just derping a boot.
Oh, here we go. Okay. As Icing Death is kind of becoming aware of what's going on and where he is, he's doing that creepy dragon shoulder sway thing in his neck and trying to kind of scope out his enemies. And he thrusts his head forward towards you all and just kind of lets out a growl between his spiny teeth. And he frost from his nostrils. Everyone go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh, dear God.
I need a good set of dice, man. Let's see.
I'm finally out of coffee.
Wisdom.
Well, that'll be an 18.
Okay, you pass.
21.
You pass.
Jesus Christ. 12.
You are frightened for the next minute.
God damn it.
So reduce your movement speed to half, and you cannot take an action.
So Roosevelt's a scaredy cat?
You scaredy cat!
Ah!
I make dice. It's in the name.
Yes, I'm secretly the lion from The Wizard of Oz.
Part of your backstory now. Lauren?
I got a 7.
A 7? Okay, you are also frightened for the next minute. So that is going to be the next 10 rounds.
As in, we can't do shit?
Yeah.
Frightening means you can't make movement towards them, right?
Let me double check. But I believe it means your movement is halved, and you don't get an action, but I might be wrong. Let's see here. Frightened.
I got
Oh, sorry.
it.
Disadvantage on all checks and attacks. And you cannot move closer to the source of your fear. If you move away, your movement speed is halved.
Mm-hmm.
I have a whole desk
Ooh.
map.
So disadvantage on checks means what exactly? We just get one
Anytime
fewer
you
die.
roll a d20 to do something, you roll 2 d20 and take the lower.
Mm-hmm.
Right, okay. I suppose advantage. Okay, that makes sense.
Same with attacks at this point.
Yeah, and you cannot run towards icing death.
So
And
we
if
have
you try to
disadvantage
run
for
away from icing death, you can only go 15 feet, well, 17 feet in your case, instead of your normal 35.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, we are back to the top of the initiative, Stu Bear.
Yay! Am I still by the door?
No, you're up on the witch because you hit her with spell last time. That was touch.
You ran up
range.
to her.
Oh no, sorry, you
Oh.
whooped away. So
Yeah,
yes, I assume you're
yeah.
by the door.
Okay, so I'm going to firebolt.
Firebolt, go for it. Roll to attack.
Nat 20.
Whoop whoop. Tell me, what does this
Yay.
firebolt do?
So you see like his hand start to overcharge where his crystal is for his power center, and it just it kind of gives him a brace back, and it lunges. It just arcs into the witch.
All right, roll for damage,
So-
buddy.
It's a double the dice, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I decided
That'll
not to use
be-
the crit hit stack because not all of it made sense all the time.
Okay. That will be. To make sure. 16 points of fire damage.
Perfect.
And with that, I'm going to duck just outside the doorway out of view.
Okay.
Hit and run, juke and jive.
Kelly, it's your turn.
I thought I didn't have a turn.
No, you
How-
do.
how
You just
far
take
away?
disadvantage on things that you're going to try to do.
Right, how far away am I?
About 15 feet from the witch, about 150, 200 feet from the dragon.
Let me just try to whip that bitch.
Sure, go and roll to attack, but roll with disadvantage. So roll 2d20
Uh.
and take the lower, but still add your attack mod, or your attack bonus.
Yeah, I just need to find a D20. It's actually working for me tonight. Alright, let's
You can
go with
also
the
just
bad
roll
one.
it twice.
Yeah, you can
Huh?
also just roll twice.
Well, I know that, but my dice have been fucking with me. So
Dice
I
jail.
I'd put a bunch of them in jail, and now I have to
That's
take them
fair.
back out. Oh, nope. That's even worse. Fuck. I have a 5 and a 3, so I take the 5.
You took 3.
5 doesn't. You take the 3. Neither
That's
one of them
5.
hits.
3, yeah.
Oof.
Is there anything else you would like to do with your turn? You can move away. You just cannot move towards the dragon. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no, definitely move away at this point. Do I need
Where
to
would you
roll to
like
see
to
how far I
move
move away?
to? No, you can move up to 15 feet away from the dragon. So you can either move off to the right of the witch or back from where you came from towards Stu.
Let's go towards Stu.
Okay. So we'll say you and Stu are all
Towards
buddy-buddied
the
up by the
door.
door.
And again, I'm going to procure a different set of die because
Yeah, just for clarification, I'm just outside of view from.
Yeah, I assume you're like behind the door frame.
Okay. Yeah, just.
Okay.
Whoop.
I
Hanger.
haven't moved. Where am I in relation to the door then?
You're like 10 feet from the door and 15 feet from the witch with everyone else.
Okay.
Well, with Drizzt at this point. Who's a little further than
okay.
you. They're like 15 feet ahead of you. You're kind of standing by yourself in the middle of
Mhm.
2 groups of people at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
The father's just like cowering in a corner, not really doing much. Hanger, who is lying prone on his back, is just gonna go, "Fuck it, knife!" and launch an ice knife straight up into the witch's chin. Or at least they're going to attempt to. It does hit. Let me go back to the ice knife stats.
Icy knives, doing icy knife things, being icy knife. It's a very cold knife. It's my ice knife song.
It's a pretty good song. It's not bad.
Should have been a bard. Should have been a bard.
Should have been a bard. Should have been a bard.
There's always multi-classing.
Okay. Ooh, she is going to take 6 piercing damage. And then he's inside of it, so he's gonna have to make a dex saving throw as well. So is she. He gets an 18. What does she get? She got a 5. This is gonna hurt for her. 2d6
Good.
cold damage.
Yeah.
Hanger takes 3. She takes 9. She is hurting at this point. She's like kind of slumped over, like struggling. She does not look as full of vitality as she did at the beginning of this. That being said, Drizzt, it is your turn.
I am going to swing again. Hopefully this time, not fucking miss. $26.
26 hits. 26 very much hits.
Good. $14.
14 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Where did you like slash across? Or did you like stab?
I figure with everything going on, trying to plant my feet as best I can and slashing up and across.
Okay, so there is now a gaping wound from her hip to her shoulder that is pouring with bright, brilliantly red blood. And as it hits the ice where Hanger's spell is, it begins to crystallize. As the blood drops, it begins to make tiny piles of frozen crimson on the sheet of ice. Lauren, it's your turn.
Hi. Does it take an action to pull out my tome with like Pact of the Tome, like to conjure my tome?
Read your Pact of the Tome text for me, because I am pretty sure that it stipulates that you can only conjure the tome during a long rest to learn from it. But I might be misremembering which one we're talking about.
Stitching together strands of shadow, you conjure forth a book in your hand at the end of a short or long rest. This book of shadows, you determine its appearance, contains eldritch magic that only you can access, granting you the benefits below. The book disappears if you conjure another book with this feature, or if you die.
Okay, because you have not taken a long rest since you leveled up, and you have not learned the magics from a book yet, you do not have that to access just yet.
Okay. I guess I'll just Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast? Absolutely. Go ahead and make your roll for it.
Let me find it. Why can't I find it? There we go. And do I add spell attack with that?
You do.
Okay, that's 22, I think. Yeah.
22 hits. Go ahead and roll for damage for me.
1d10. Oh, shoot. That disappeared. That's max damage. That's 10 on a d10.
Tell me, how do you want to do this?
Yeah, I think like having been frightened by
Oh, we lost Stu.
icing death, Zipporah is just kind of now like as like everyone else is like doing their thing. Zipporah is just kind of like emptying out pockets. Like there's a rubber chicken on the ground. There's a whoopee cushion. A pack of cards spills out, and just trying to find something. Even digging through her hat, and just focuses on, grabs her wand, just fuck it, and Eldritch Blast.
As you grab your wand and as you whip it around like the powerful magical being that you are, a pure beam of red energy comes crackling out the end of your wand, and as it travels, it turns to a brilliant blue, and as it connects, why don't you describe to me exactly what we're seeing? Because I don't think that everyone heard me. How do you want to fucking do this? You just killed the fucking avatar for the Frost Maiden. Zipporah, how would you like to kill this witch?
I like to think that like when it comes out of her wand, it's like it's just kind it kind of like it's like a flash, and it's like a and it almost like oh god, why am I having trouble describing this? Um
Ah, savior of the universe.
um
An
it's
option.
kind of like I kind of like to think of it like when a magician throws like a flash bomb and it like goes bright and like there's smoke and everything, and then when the smoke clears they're gone. I kind of like to think that it's like that, though. Like she's not gone, but like it's like flash, like what happened, and the witch is like on her back with like a hole in her head, like a smoking hole.
As the smoke begins
And glitter.
to clear, right through the center of her wretched, perfectly, pristinely beautiful skull is a hole. From it drips a single tear of blood that, as it comes down her face, turns to black and purple with the blue of Zipporah's remaining magic. Soren comes crawling across the ice to hold his daughter's limp body in his hands one more time, sobbing horribly. This moment lingers, but when it passes, he turns his head to look at you and he just... I'm so sorry you had to do that. I'm so sorry I let this happen. Miel, forgive me. I'm so sorry. And as his tears begin to wash away the blood stained on Hedron's face, the visage of icing death, too, begins to drift into the icy wind, nothing left but pink sparkles and old bones. With one final roar carried only on the wind, icing death is once again no more. Hanger's just kind of laying on the ground by the witch's feet like, yeah, no, sure, of course I forgot. Fucking ice spikes. Of course I forgot those. Yeah, great move. Way to go. It's not like I live out here. Positive. He kind of... I really fucked that up. I am so sorry.
We're alive, and that's all that
However,
matters.
Holy shit, thank you. I did not want to have to cast a spell from down there again, and I was a little bit too afraid to get up. That was fucking excellent. Thank you for that. Holy shit.
Very clutch.
I think Zipporah
Very clutch.
is like kind of focused on the father holding his daughter, and it's just like kind of has a look of just like while yes the job was done, but like kind of she does look very hurt by it, and it's just still and it's like it's like her brow is knit, and it's clear that like the thoughts are kind of like just fighting each other and fighting and fighting and fighting.
Hanger kind of zippy, and he gets up and he makes his way over to you, and he kind of rests his hand on either shoulder and goes, am I okay to... Hey.
Zipporah just kind of like she still doesn't like look away from them for a bit, and then finally she just like speaks up and she's just like, I think I need to write my dad. It's been a bit since I've spoken or like even seen the rest of my family. Maybe like a nice little, hey, I'm doing okay. I've made a lot of friends. I've met some really cool people. Oh, I mean,
I think that sounds like a good idea. Not everyone's parents are perfect. But if you have a good relationship with them, you should cherish them. And I'm sure it would mean a lot for them to hear from you. You're doing hard things, Zipporah. But it's okay to lean on others. It is okay to check in and to be vulnerable. It's also okay to be a little brave. It's just be you. Whoever it is you want to be, lean into that. No matter what, your parents will be happy to hear from you. What you're doing matters. Okay?
yeah.
It's okay to
I
get
think
shaken up.
I think I need to hear that. That was actually, wow. Do you do this? Do you do this often?
I am
That's
trapped in the
exactly what I
snow
needed to hear.
with 2 brothers and 6 sisters and a dad that's a king. Yes, I do this a lot.
You have 6 sisters?
I have 6 sisters.
Oh, that's
Oh.
nothing compared to all my cousins.
They all live in the same house?
Try block.
Sounds about the same.
All right, I think we shouldn't keep the rest of every.
Oh, Lauren froze.
Waiting for us to be not dead.
Okay, you're back.
Oh, everyone froze for me for a bit. Did I freeze?
You
You
froze,
froze.
Okay, what was the last thing you heard me say?
You don't want to keep everybody
we
held
yeah,
up.
we heard all of it. It just
Oh,
had
okay,
a
you
pause
heard-
in the middle.
Okay, that's good. Because if I needed to repeat myself, like I would be happy to. But and then she's gonna and like after she says that, she's specifically going to look to like her keep pals, them specifically. And also she's kind of like looking them. She's also kind of from looking all of these 3 over, like do they look very fucked up or is it like very concealed?
As in, can we hide the bodies? Is that your question?
No. Zipporah's looking at you. Zipporah's looking at you. Zipporah's looking at Driz. Zipporah's looking at Doc. Just by looking at you, do you look very fucked up?
Oh, us
yeah.
individually.
No, I'm good. I am fine.
I mean, I think I've taken a bit of bruising. You didn't
Doc,
ask about me, but I'm telling you anyways.
Oh no, I asked about all of you. I asked about specifically.
I didn't hear my name, but okay.
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Okay. I was including it in. That's why I said her keep pals. Her keep pals. So you're a part of the keep, so that includes you.
Okay.
Yeah, Doc looks very bruised. He's got like blood trickling down the side of his lip. He's got like a massive bruise on his cheek. He looks pretty worse for wear right now.
Just a flesh wound.
He's almost slunched over a little bit as he's standing up, like, oh, never never felt better. This is, just par for the course of what we do.
Seeing as it doesn't seem like anyone's just like dying, that kind of relaxes.
I would beg to differ. From my particular perspective, I feel as though I'm dying. I know I might not technically be, but I really could use some help here because my constitution is just not what it should be. If anyone cared to help, if not, then I will suffer alone and I will deal with it.
Kelly, go ahead and roll 3d4 then. And add that back to your hit points.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
4. They just might be loaded. Oh. And 3. So 8, 11.
They're perfect.
It's nice one, Dale. It's fine. Freezing is part of the deal.
Perfect.
Cool. So
you're back to full health.
As you're saying how you're not feeling well,
woe is me.
Subtly bring my hand up to my neck and as I do, you feel a surge of wellness.
You're just kind of like, oh.
I'm just sucking someone else's life energy. Got it.
Second wind.
Wow, suddenly I just feel better. That's really weird. Oh, are you bleeding?
Doc spits just a pool of blood. I've had better days.
Well, you didn't lose anything, so.
Yeah. Seeing as everyone's at least you see relatively like, okay.
The drama gets the attention. That's all I can say.
Stu, do you need healing too?
Yeah, I'm at 3 hit points.
Okay.
Let me see what I can do to help you. I know it was what was me, but that was just a character.
And you see another Nick. And go ahead and also roll another 3 d4.
Okay, well, I guess that'll have to work. 7. It's just 3d4, right? Yeah, it's just 3d4, right?
Yes, sorry. Okay. I need to replace a cable. I'm having serious issues with one right now. Right. It's a million problems.
All right. So, well, I mean that's better than where I'm at, so I will take it.
Cool.
You see
really
like
glad
the brood.
You didn't die. I'm really glad you didn't take those other 3 points of frost damage.
God. Yeah, no one's allowed to die. Megan's not
to absorb
here.
Elements.
You're not allowed to die. Megan's not here.
So yeah, you see, upset. You see the black eye, like just normal skin pigment
the puffiness
of Doc.
goes down.
Yeah.
Oh, you have the effect of having drank water.
Like someone put a magical steak on your face.
Goes away. You're
magic steak.
Magic steak.
So,
yeah.
Nobody's asked the question yet.
Okay.
Why don't you guys all give me another... You first.
I was gonna ask, like, is there any, like, black ice, like, sort of, like, I don't know, like, necklace or artifact on, like, the witch's person?
No, Crit Crafter, they do not level up. They just leveled up before this session. This is not a hallmark.
And probably the only reason why we survived.
Correct, yes. That is why the hallmark for leveling up was before entering the cave.
So to answer
Lauren's question, as you look around And you're still you can't help but glancing back at the body.
Mm-hmm.
You notice a strand of beads. Perfect black little spheres.
Mm-hmm.
In 3 strands, gradually longer than the next.
Can I take a gloved hand and just like almost like I'm picking up crime scene evidence and just drop it in the hat?
I was so hoping you were gonna do that. Yes, absolutely.
Okay, cool. Because I don't want that touching me, especially considering what people have said. I'm just gonna cut.
Do you just have latex gloves in your inventory?
No, she's always
No,
wearing
leather.
like glove, like
Okay.
like performing gloves. Like yeah, she's always wearing those, but probably has leather gloves for the cold now.
Okay.
Winter gloves.
I
Yeah,
made a note for myself so that I know that it is in the hat.
yeah.
But that actually wasn't the question I was hoping you would ask.
Oh, I was just making sure. I just was checking off a box somewhere.
What is the origin of this artifact?
What, the black ice?
The black ice? That's what we were looking for.
No, the beads that she was looking at.
That's the black ice.
That's the black ice.
Oh,
Well,
never mind.
Because it was being turned into jewelry and weapons and stuff.
Right. So I already have that information, so what question do I need to ask?
I'm trying to think.
Well,
I mean, other than chain of
so
custody.
kind as to looking to your left.
Oh, that's my right.
My left.
As you
Here.
look to your left, past the dead body and the crying father, back to the bones of icing death, who sits atop his untouched hoard. I've
His
described
untouched
the
what?
hoard probably about 3 times now.
I thought this room was
Go investigate
empty
the
as
hoard.
shit.
you had said the remnants of his hoard, which implied the fact that it's already been picked over.
Is still a shit ton.
Is it possible
Let
to
me
take a
tell
short
you.
rest? Or
What?
some kind of
Why?
rest? Because I would be able to do a thing to help us
Oh,
not
honey,
probably
honey.
catch any magical diseases.
There you go. Don't get caught in
I would
this.
call a curse a magical disease.
Well, that's up to you and your team. Are you willing to let the people outside wait even longer for you? Are
I
you
would
going
say
to tell
not.
them what you've happened upon?
Well, let's take a look at the hoard and see what we find in the hoard.
Oh, no.
I just want to make sure it's not cursed is all or anything.
Are you trying to use dispel magic?
Not dispel magic.
Can I
maybe
use
identify
my insights as someone with some historical knowledge as to what I'm looking at to see, and a researcher to see whether or not there's something concerning here, as far as a curse or whatever?
Well, Drizzt can actually tell you outright that white dragons are not particularly known for being terribly bright. While they are very aggressive and highly menacing, they are not smart cookies.
Very
and
derpy.
they roll a natural one on their the thing that makes me fight good.
They're very derpy.
They like shiny things and useful things because they're just kind of sweet little guys.
I want to pet
Okay,
the
so
rabbit.
something
Try to,
cursed.
eat you.
No, not like that, Stu. No, they're not. They do not have a mental handicap.
No.
They're just really simple creatures in that, like, intelligence is not important to them, so they don't actually get
That's their
like,
dump stat.
cunning
Gotcha.
or anything. Yeah, it's their dump stat. They much prefer things like, how useful is this? How big and strong can I get? Yeah.
And they're not likely to deceive you. They're not likely to manipulate you.
Correct, yeah.
You get what you get.
They're
Or
not
you
the
get
brightest
receipt.
cookies because they just don't care to be.
They just eat the cookies.
Correct.
Alright.
Someone hands them a cookie, they eat it because sustenance.
Well, let's rummage through the.
Can we loot the horde?
Absolutely, you can loot the horde. Do you
Is that the
wanna,
question you were waiting for?
Yeah, I was waiting for any of you guys to ask me what was in here. Because even what is left of a dragon's hoard is quite substantial. So while there's not like a whole crap, so there's not like piles of gold or anything in here. Because it's a white dragon, there's actually a lot of useful crap. So go ahead and everyone roll a little investigation for me.
What's my investigation?
14.
14, okay.
I'm gonna use the big bad
20,
boy
not
for
natural.
this one.
No,
20,
sorry,
okay.
20.
Natural
Wait,
20!
I had the modifier plus the investigation, right?
No, just what the
One or the other?
it's gonna be plus the investigation because that has the modifier in it already.
Alright, so yeah, 20, not natural.
Ian, are you trying to get to the hair tie? Not for you.
Oh,
Dogs, go on.
precious kitty.
And now yours.
Dreamcast.
I put a hair tie in the plastic case that I keep all my pins in, and she keeps trying to find ways to open it like she's got fucking thumbs.
No.
She really wants that hair tie.
I love those cat thumbs. They're very
Our
cute.
dog is actually more to hair ties than our cat is. She loves hair ties.
Right. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what order I would like to do this in. Hello! I thought you'd be angry at me for saying you couldn't have the hair tie. I'm happy to see you.
Stream cat! Stream cat!
Kid.
Kelly, since you said you had a non-natural 20 and Lauren had a natural 20?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, Lauren, you find
I'll be right back.
a bottle.
Ooh.
Somewhat this in shape, like narrow at the bottom, wide at the top. One of those like old perfumey looking bottles.
Yeah.
And inside a swirling acidic green liquid.
How do we know it's acidic?
No, acidic
No,
green.
acidic in color.
That's not a thing.
Like
That is a thing.
acid green, which is absolutely
Like
a
it's a-
color.
Bright green.
It's like
Like
chartreuse.
it looks...
Okay.
Like you're on
like-
acid.
I'm just
No,
saying, technically
it's
speaking,
like-
the acidity and
It's like
basicity has
it's like
nothing to
in
do with color.
cartoons when they have a vat of
acid in a
acid.
comic.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine. Looney Tunes.
There we
Green.
go.
Got
There
it,
we go. We
got
had
it,
the
got it,
same
got it,
thought
got it,
right
got it.
there,
Looney
but like
Tunes
different
green.
order of wording.
Looney Tunes
Bing,
green.
bing,
Yes.
You also find a couple bolts of fabric that are quite nice.
Ooh.
Of different blacks,
some
whites,
pretty.
and blues.
Oh. Those colors are
Gonna
interesting.
add those. So mysterious liquid and bolts of fabric.
Correct.
But they're what you said, black, whites, and blues. Are those not like the paladins or something? Hold on.
They're just
Well, they're
Those colors
bolts of
look
fabric.
different.
They're just bolts of fabric. They're not specific garments.
No, but they're bolts of fabric potentially meant to make certain fabrics? What were these meant to make certain articles of clothing?
I think they can make any piece of clothing.
I get that, but she gave us specific colors, so I'm just making an assumption that the colors are important, as in like these bolts of fabric were meant to go to somebody else to make certain garments.
I just think that they were picked because they were pretty.
Can I roll a perception on where these fabrics came from?
You can certainly try.
Okay. Where is my perception? +3. Oh god, my shit. 9.
Just pretty fabric. Just bolts of black, white, and blue fabric. Looks fairly quality in make. Really nicely woven. Yeah.
We'll make a nice suit.
Stuff. It'll make a really nice suit.
Damn it. I need to change. I've gone through 4 sets of dice. They all fucking suck tonight. God damn it.
Kelly.
Okay.
You find. Oh, God. Sorry. You find a big leather book of various maps of both this region and some of the surrounding ones. I will get you a list of everything that's in there. You also find... Give me just a second to pull up the stats on it. Yeah, here we go. You find a beautiful great axe.
Ooh.
By your estimations, made of something called dark steel. And attached to the handle is a tiny bag. It appears dwarven
can I
in
open
make.
the bag?
Absolutely. There's a small bottle, just with a cork in the lid.
That's it, just a small bottle.
Small bottle full of amber-looking liquid, almost greeny in the right light, like an olive oily type color.
Ooh.
Can I waft it?
Absolutely, and you immediately recognize this to be boiled linseed oil.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Okay.
Lauren knows what I just gave you.
I know what this is, and I got what...
As you're kind of tossing it back and forth in your hand, the axe appears to be comprised of a single bit, one large piece of metal. It's got some little rusted spots. But otherwise, the blade is gleamingly beautiful. It almost looks untouched. It's rather wondrous to look at. And as you kind of grab it and you're like testing it out a little, you notice it has almost a hammer-like weight, and there are spikes at both the top and the bottom of the haft, which is the handle of the axe. And you're kind of fiddling around with it, and you notice that the bottom is almost like jiggling in your hand, and so you twist it, and it extends to your reach. You can now use this as either a great axe or almost a hand axe. A hand axe to you, anyway. You're quite large.
Wow.
Does this weapon have a particular name, or can I name her?
Let me check. I don't know that she does have a specific name.
From what I understand, it's a big ass axe that has an extension quality to it. Is it like just makes it slightly more melee weapon?
Makes it a little bit
range
more
weapon.
comfortable for you. And it also gives
Yeah,
you
you
a
could
little
either
more
use it-
Does it like
reach.
spring out to be like longer?
It turns it from
I said
a large hand axe to a great axe. A great axe you can swing with more force, making heavier attacks.
right.
And does it give it
So you can
reach?
use it in short form with your tail, or you can use it in
Mm-hmm.
long form with your two big paws. And she
Okay,
does
so either
not
way, it has
have
like
a
a tail
name.
tip and like make the handle bigger, right?
Yes, you can make it longer.
Got it. Okay,
Mm.
longer. Thank you. That's a better term.
She does not have a name. She is yours to name.
It shall be Xena.
I love it.
Are you about to pull a tank where you name all your great axes? Like, this is my Lady Amy, Little Susie, Brianna.
I just name shit. I've named all my bicycles, my vehicles to date since I was a child. So I just name shit.
That's very cute. TM, is it
Vincent,
I get it from
do
my
you
grandmother.
recognize what I just gave Roosevelt?
Yes, I do. Yes, I
Would
do.
you like to tell them about it as somebody who's a little bit more, you or Doc, who are both more experienced in weapons, but you are more familiar with the lore of this specific weapon? And why you find it here.
That is a dark steel great axe. Those were made by Gelrin Fohammer. Incredibly talented blacksmith that is a very, very powerful and very, very effective axe, and couldn't tell has a bit of magic bound to it as well. So keep that handy.
Okay. What's its total range?
Its total range, let me get her stat block here. Bitch, why is your stat block not attached? Sir, stat block. Sorry, give me a second. Dark steel, great axe, stat block. Boop. Ah, here we go. It's on 5e tools, wouldn't you know it?
Who knew?
Who'd have thunk it? Okay, it is a +7 to hit. It has a reach of 5 feet. It does 1d12 plus 4 slashing damage. And that is in its long form. In its short form, let me know when you're ready.
Ready?
It is a +4 to hit. And a straight 1d12 plus any attack bonus that you have of any kind that you may get as a barbarian. And the reach is just like your limb. It's just a standard like axe attack. You don't get any additional reach from it.
Okay.
Question.
Yes.
Could Zipporah potentially look through the horde for something to bring back Phyreyl?
Absolutely. Let me
Yeah.
get through some of the other stuff, and I will totally do that. I love that idea.
Yeah.
Okay, who was next?
Real quick, Kelly, with that +4, for instance, though, you're also going to add your strength modifier, and give me a second. I'm having to for the damage and for the attack bonus. It's still a +4 for the attack roll.
Let me go
not
back
the damage roll.
to it. It's a +4 to hit. It's a +7
Okay.
when it's in its
You
long
also-
form.
Oh, okay, so sorry. In short form, it's gonna be 4 plus your proficiency plus your strength to hit, and then +4 plus your strength to damage, and then for its long, it'll be +7 plus your strength plus your proficiency to hit, and +7 plus your strength to damage.
So it's very
So hard.
juicy.
It's hard.
Okay.
I had a 19 on my investigation roll with everything. I don't remember, Stu, what you had.
16.
16. Okay.
Perfect. Then you, Drizzt, as you look through all of the horde, there is only one thing that stands out to you, but when you see it, you fucking see it. And something that happened quite a few years ago now makes a little bit more sense. You find no bigger than the width between your fingers a small carved onyx panther.
Hmm. Tuck that in my pocket.
There are some really nice kind of like just throwing daggers, though. There are a couple sets of those lying around, decent in make. Nothing super special. These are just kind of nice because they've got a little like leather grip on them, and they're not like a dagger. They're like a dagger.
Hmm.
Almost like darts, almost.
No, like they're
No, these are,
specifically
like,
like
throwing
throwing
knives.
knives.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Bless you. I saw that
Bless
coming,
you.
and I was just like, it happened. It's happening.
I was hoping it wasn't gonna happen. I was like,
Would you like to, Drizzt, dig any further? Is there anything of use that you might be looking for specifically that may be found in a dragon's hoard?
Not really. I'll keep digging, see if anything crops up, but I don't need anything.
Okay, then I'll say as you keep digging, the thing that you find that sticks out to you the most, and you go, ooh, I should bring these back to Aurora and Alara, as you find several rare plants and herbs, as well as diviner sticks for an augury, and a bunch of, like, incense that you don't recognize.
As a bunch of what?
Incense that you
Incense
don't
sticks?
recognize?
Incense sticks. Okay.
Yeah. Incense, diviner sticks for an augury, and a few rare plants.
Okay.
Okay. Doc, you find something very interesting. You find a greater rhyme crystal. An icy perfect gem. Lightly blue, somewhat sparkly. You recognize that it grants cold resistance and can have some various spell casting abilities, and generally you'll find them in specially made pieces that are meant to do cold damage.
So it's like an infusion piece.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. Yeah, that can.
It's something that you
definitely-
find paired with something else. You'll never see someone using it on its own.
Right.
And then, Zipporah, you were looking for something for Phyreyl. See what we can find here. Just looking through here and trying to figure out what would be of interest to her. Is there anything you're looking for? Anything you know that she would like? You are her friend. Also, Megan, if you're watching, is there anything you want them to look for in the Horde?
Oh yeah, is Megan still watching?
I don't know. She might be asleep.
She might be.
May have conked out.
If there isn't anything that would be of use to, I mean, I think first top of the list is like probably something that could help with, like, obviously her archery, and so that's like go to, like, maybe something that'll help her when it comes to adventuring. And then, seeing as we're in Icewind Dale, I think the next thing that I think would come to Zipporah's mind would maybe be like some nice furs that like would keep her friend, who is not good with the cold, a lot warmer than we are doing right now.
There don't seem to be many clothes, but there are a couple of kind of heavy fur cloaks in here. If that is something that interests you. And as far as something that helps with her archery, let me see real quick if she has something. I require knowledge of the Phyreyl. Open her character sheet here.
New spell. Find Phyreyl. Instead of summon familiar.
Beacon of Phyreyl.
I'm trying not to say things out loud. Ah! Boink. Here we go. Perfect. You find... Yeah, let's do that one. Let's not do that one. Hold, please.
Holding.
You find a very interesting looking short bow. Made of dark, rich wood. And you don't know a whole lot about bows, so you're kind of like, you grab it, you try to give it a little bend, you're like, oh, this is really sturdy. You kind of like pluck the string a few times. Oh, yeah, it seems sturdy too. Doesn't really look like it has any wear on it. And as you turn it, it's kind of got a little bit of a shimmer to the wood. It's really, really beautiful, despite having been here for at least 100 years.
Well, this is pretty. Phyrel's pretty. Let's give it to Phyrel.
That's pretty sound logic.
Even better, it's a bow.
For cloak. Short bow. All right. Anybody else want to look for anything else?
I think we've found.
It's very tempting, but I think
We should
How
get
long?
to our
How long have
our
we been in
hostages
here,
that we've
too?
saved.
Y'all
We've
been
got the
here a
others
freezing.
little
too.
while.
Yep.
Yeah, let's make
let's
our
go
way
tell
back.
them we're not dead, maybe.
All right. As you kind of are milling about and taking a look at things, Soren comes up to you and he goes, I understand that I am in no position to ask this of you. But please, would you take my daughter's body back and bury it with you? I can't go back to a tribe that would do this to my beautiful daughter. Please, I can't go back. They have lost my trust forever. She was my only family. I can't. I will not face them again. What they're doing is wrong.
Tribe of the Elk.
Tribe of the Bears.
I'm assuming.
Oh,
Oh, I
That was
assume Tribe of
the witch
Elk.
was his daughter. She was from the
Well-
tribe of the Bears. She kidnapped him to sacrifice him.
oh, because I heard you said Tribe of the Elk when they were conversing. So that's why I was confused.
Yeah, she was speaking.
She was Tribe of the
negatively
Bear.
towards them.
Oh, okay. All right.
So they don't want them buried here because they don't trust that the body or the burial site's gonna be.
He doesn't want to leave her in
Honored?
this cave. He doesn't want to leave her in this cave, and he can't go back to the tribe of the bear. Not after everything. He lost his only child, his only family left. And the tribe of the bear is what did this to her. Had the tribes remained one, you gather, this may not have happened. The tribes are divided because of the Frost Maiden, because of Phyreyl.
What was the original tribe affiliation? I understand the tribe of the bear was responsible for the death. What was it, like
He
sacrificial?
and his daughter
Like
were
missed
of the
me.
tribe of the bear. His
Okay.
daughter was the avatar of the Frost Maiden and kidnapped him to sacrifice him to the Frost Maiden.
The daughter
Therefore,
did.
he does not
Yes.
want to. Yes, therefore he does not want to return himself or the body of his daughter back to the tribe of the bear, who he blames directly for this.
Okay.
Fair enough.
The
Okay.
tribe
Honor,
of the
dishonor.
elk is another ragged tribe. They were once one before all of this started happening. And he trusts them.
Okay. Would you be willing to come with us to the Tribe of the Elk? Even though I understand that she was all you had. I'm sure there's something that can come out of this.
The tribe of the elk are our family too. No matter how much anyone wants to deny it. They are our family, and nothing would make me happier than to lay her body to rest in a place that I know she will be safe and out of the reach of the Frost Maiden and the black ice and all of this madness.
Well then,
She never should have
Join
been
us
corrupted
there.
by this kind of power.
The very least we can do.
join us on our
Thank you.
journey back.
And he picks her up, scoops her up much like a child being carried to bed, and he goes, "Okay, I'm ready when you are."
All right, we make our way to the front where Phyreyl and the others and the hostages that we just freed have gathered.
As you walk out into the main room, you're surprised to see, actually, that most of them are already there. Phyreyl is helping collect things and investigating, and generally doing things that keep her mind off of everything that she's been through in the last couple of days. She's, oh, I'm so glad you're okay. Oh, I don't know why I thought you guys wouldn't be okay. I mean, you guys are all really capable and you take care of me, but I don't know, I was just really worried and glad you're okay. We've got everyone, and everyone that can get some sort of healing has had it, and I think we're ready when you are. I think I found everything I can here. I think I have a question.
All right, shoot.
I heard roaring and shaking, and the earth was rumbling, and there was a big pink light that kind of shot out of the mountain.
Yes. All of
Yeah.
that.
Acting death.
Okay, good. It's honestly just, it's nice to know that I'm not losing my mind any further. But, okay,
How much fun would it have been to have gaslit her?
What?
No.
What? What did you say?
Oh my god.
Fun would it have been to have gaslit her?
Oh no.
Oh God.
Never mind. We won't do that.
As
Gaslighting's not a thing. You're just acting crazy.
all of
You mean
you
lamp?
suddenly hear an icy ringing in your heads. And you hear... The form you have defeated is a mere vessel for my power. As hollow as your victory this day, soon enough I will send forth another. And if you destroy that, another, until all of Icewind Dale knows the terrible wrath of my fury. And Imre just... That.
Did you really need to draw it out? I mean, you could have just left it with something simple like, "Oh, I always come back."
Don't talk to her. Don't engage with her. Don't engage with her. I have so many voices in my head right now. There are so many gods in my head. I'm not even fucking religious. I didn't sign up for this shit. I just wanted to help people and get out of the fucking desert.
I was 3 days away from retirement.
Hey, Phyreyl.
What?
Happy birthday. And Zipporah's gonna
Thank you.
drape the cloak over her shoulders.
You are either very early or very late. Too flustered.
I mean,
but-
I don't.
And she...
I mean, I did.
Thank you.
Perf.
I don't know when your actual birthday is, but we grabbed you a little something inside. And also, then there's this. And Zipporah hands her the bow. And yeah, then Zipporah's just gonna go fuck off to her elk. Or fuck off to go bother someone else.
I am going to save Imre's reaction to the bow
Yeah.
for Megan.
Yeah.
Because that is about as far as my knowledge of Phyryl's inner workings of her mind go. I'm sure she will be totally over the moon that you thought to bring her anything at all. And when she finds out what it is, I'm quite certain, and because
I'm
she's not
excited to hear
watching,
what it is.
we
too.
shall find out. I am quite certain her first words are going to be, "Holy shit!"
Yeah. In that cadence too.
Well, as long as it's not within the first 15 minutes of the stream.
Oh yeah. Oh, especially.
Oh yeah, no. You can't
Or
give
maybe-
it
or
Wait
maybe-
15
maybe-
minutes and then give it to her.
All right. Well, I look around and like, well, let's pack everything up and let's head back to the tribe and get these people home. It's been a long day already.
As the sun begins to illuminate the icy skies, turning the landscape from dark gray to lighter gray, because everything is fucking gray here.
A different shade of gray.
Are there
You
50
How
of
many
them?
shades?
You beat me to it. God damn, that
I
was.
don't know.
Oh,
At least 4.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
I love that sometimes we all sync up mind wise. Thank you, Vince. Thank you for that.
You realize that you have been out here all night, and it's been well over a day since you slept. You are tired. And as you all ride the stags back into town, just kind of nodding off onto the backs of their heads, you reach town with no other impediments to your journey, hoping only that what you've experienced might be left behind you. God, do you hope that what you've experienced can be left behind you? This is the 4th longest day the 4 of you
Shit.
have ever experienced.
Oh.
But that is where we're going to leave it for tonight.
Yeah.
Not the evil laugh again.
No, that's not the evil laugh. That's my chuckle. The evil
Oh.
laugh is so much
Oh,
worse.
okay. Okay.
It's very diabolical.
That-
The
that's
evil laugh
disgusting.
I was a
requires
little
me to get all the way up here and go.
Oh. I was worried we were about to start hearing that in our sleep.
No,
For
I
the long
mean,
rest.
Megan might.
No.
Not her character. Like, I think Megan actually might have nightmares.
Oh.
about
Shit.
Yeah. Y'all survived. Congratulations.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I've warned
we
you all
did
out.
it.
You're tired. I should say goodnight to the stream. Hey, you guys should say goodnight to the stream.
Before
Good
we
night.
say goodnight
Oh,
to the
wait.
stream, let's want to thank Syrinscape.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yes.
god, Stu,
There you
you're
go.
absolutely right. You know what? Why don't you share a little bit about Syrinscape with our viewers?
Well, Syrinscape, if you liked all the sounds and effects that we used in the game this evening, that's provided by them. You can load up whatever library you wish to create whatever diverse palette for your gaming experience. It's what is it? Syrinscape.com? That's the
Spell it,
website.
Stu.
S-Y. Oh, you want to spell?
Yeah. Oh man, that tagline is always so epic, and I can never
You gotta
remember.
spell the website first. You gotta spell the website first, or people are gonna go looking for the wrong Syrinscape. How's it spelled?
Yeah, it's SYRINSCAPE.com. That's Syrinscape.
Because Epic Games need
Epic music sounds.
Hey, there you go. Good
There
job,
we
buddy.
go.
Yay, we did it.
Eventually.
Doing
We're
great,
not sponsored
Stu.
by Syrinscape. We just love them, and they make it really, really easy to give you guys a great backdrop to these adventures.
That said, fortunately, if you type Syrinscape in wrong, it just says site not found. So fortunately,
It's
it
not
doesn't
take
take
you
you
somewhere
somewhere
else.
Just will
awful.
take you where you need to go.
And hopefully
Yes.
it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't take you into the bowels of the interwebs.
Not yet.
I was like, you know what? Let's.
Yeah. Oh god, that's making me think
Alright.
of
Good
Any
night,
final thoughts for the
everybody.
night? Yeah.
drink
I
water.
just
It's
need
getting
a
hot.
bear with this big old axe does for me. Looking forward to that.
For info,
Oh, yeah.
shout outs to you guys are to be sent to your Twitch. Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, wherever.
Any of the
You can
socials.
find us at ATK of Opportunity just about anywhere. We also like to direct people to bio.link/ATKOFOP because that's where you can find everything. And there's also the Patreon that is now live. It'll have all kinds of fun extras in the next couple of days where you'll find all of these guys' character sheets, you'll find bios of the realm, you'll find both the opening monologues for Season 1 and Season 2, and you will find a plot synopsis for the previous campaign so it can help you get all caught up. And no matter where you are, you'll be able to go back in time and start from the beginning so that nobody feels left out when they're trying to catch up by learning who everyone is and what's going on. And that's patreon.com/ATK of Opportunity. It's also in the bio.link. Yeah, that's what we got. We'll be here on Friday for the library, sharing a little more about the Patreon, playing some games, gonna try to make Baldur's Gate work. Otherwise, we're here every Wednesday at about 7. We take a break week every 3 to 5 weeks. We'll always let you know a week in advance. And, yeah, this is kind of what we do here. Thanks for hanging out with us. It's been a great time. Say goodnight,
We
adventurers.
do cool D&D
Thank you,
things.
Zach.
Good
you
night,
all.
everyone.
Goodbye, everyone.
Thank you so much for being here. Let me remember to switch over the vertical. Thank you so much for being here. We always love that you guys hang out. We appreciate that you guys are just as invested in our story as we are. I don't know that there's anything left to say other than, seriously, thank you guys. It's wild that we just get to do this every week. This is pretty cool. But until next time, we'll see you in the realms. Good night, everyone. Ending. Where's my outro? I'm trying to say goodnight to everyone. Good night, everyone.